It is about late afternoon, and you guys are back in Bogton. And it's actually probably here, let me advance it a little bit. There we go. I'd say it's about 7 p.m. ish, so right around supper time for you all. Let me get some ambiance going. And
Thank you.
there is, I'd say, a good chunk of people are still up and about. All the named characters for sure. You're actually in the midst of a guard switch right now, I would say.
Oh, where's that one lady who's like really outspoken and handsy and stuff?
Jalaus.
That one.
She is down on the left side of the tree. There's Diask,
yep.
and then Jalaus is right next to him or her.
Yes, indeed. And let's here. So, you guys are back amongst friends, it seems. Krane, I'm not sure what you would be concentrating on, so I'm going to remove that for now.
Well, he's just concentrating on living.
Just hard, yeah. And you're not exactly sure. I mean, you kind of understand next steps and, what you have in mind on where to go. But what are you guys thinking about? What are you guys talking about?
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Vazur's probably gonna go take a little walk and go think.
Sure.
To not be as involved in this, because his mind is very much elsewhere.
Okay. Anybody else wanting to say anything specifically or thinking about anything or doing anything else?
I'd like to, I guess, kind of pull the remaining 3.
Sure. Oh yeah, Vazur, is Scales going with you or no?
Actually, no.
Okay.
He would leave Scales with Krane.
Yes.
So, what do you think Vazur's gonna do?
Honestly, as much as I would like to say I know the motivations of our friend, I honestly could not guess what will happen next.
Did we get an answer on why Vazur?
Why Vazur what?
Why Vazur has to betray somebody and not like
He was the one who had offered to make the deal.
And
got it.
Thibodeau would not allow anybody else to step in and take the deal away from him.
Might be
Right.
a little bit
I
also
was
because
paying so much attention.
might be also a little bit because there might be a little bit of somewhat debt owed, but not really, as it was revealed that Thibodeau was the entity that gave the sword that Vazur has now to Caladir.
Oh, we met Cal's boss. Okay.
It didn't seem that way, but
More
they know
like an
each other.
associate, yeah.
Yeah, colleague.
I think they gave off the same kind of energy.
I don't
Well,
know. Caladir
no.
kind of gave him off more of like a somber, like serious tone.
Cal's hot.
Not their vibe, no.
Cal's
like
hot.
I don't know what you're talking about, boy.
Thibodeau was also pretty hot. Alright.
I don't think so. I saw like a picture for 5 seconds.
Please don't put it back up.
If what that mouth do was a person.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I mean, Vazur doesn't have a shortage of options in terms of who he could betray.
Honestly, I'd say I'm uncomfortable just with the idea of anyone being betrayed.
Well, as am I, but
I mean, really, Nashanai, if I were going to guess that anyone was going to betray anyone, it would be you were going to betray us.
really?
Yeah.
And I appreciate the moments of levity, but I don't think today's or right now is appropriate for them.
I am curious though, Krane, why Nashanai?
I mean, look at him.
Well, I'm sure he's certainly vague and mysterious, but that doesn't mean he's a betrayer.
You never know what he's thinking. He has like an expressionless face all the time. He could be constantly thinking about ways to betray us.
He's usually pretty forward with his thoughts, though. I'm sorry. I don't know why we're talking as if you're not here, Nashanai. You're usually pretty forward with your thoughts.
I would like to think so.
Well, regardless, I don't think Nashanai has any plans to betray us, and
Roll for self-introspection, Nashanai.
Ah, shit.
natural one.
Would that just be insight?
Yeah,
Self insight.
probably
No,
with
insight.
advantage, right?
Insight is for other people. You have to do outsight for yourself.
Oh, it's
Outsight.
which is odd. Yeah,
Outsight.
it should be reversed.
That's not what. It's not my character sheet. It'd be under skills. Just go to skills.
Just go to skills.
Insight.
Look at the O section. It's in there.
Yeah. Click it. Yeah.
Do you think Vazur has any plans to betray us?
While I don't believe so immediately, I can't rule it out. It, I think, would be a pretty stinging betrayal, especially since we would be the ones who feel it.
I mean, I got the impression that the more, I guess, I'll put air quotes around this, damage caused by the betrayal, the better.
You see Vazur slowly come back, and you think he's coming back to you, but he seems to be talking to Rashaz and Asis now.
I think we need to have a conversation.
About what, brother?
I will most likely be leaving again soon for another long time. And I want to ensure that the tribe is led correctly. As I'm sure you both wish to see us flourish. I think that I think it's the best interest if we remove Elder Greyclaw from his position.
You see them give an eye to each other, in Asis sort of not so slyly sort of mouths like, what the fuck? And Rashaz says, brother, we know you are going to be leaving. We understand your wanderlust, and hell, your talents are almost wasted here anyway, so we understand that. What made you think of, I mean, with all due respect, knifing one of our own in the back? Where's this coming from?
Determination to ensure success. I know that the two of you together, with leadership, can do more than an absent elder. Perhaps he doesn't even wish to come back. Perhaps he's even dead, if no one has seen him for this long.
I know he's been a bit distant, brother, but I mean, we knew it was part of his personality and just the things that he did. I'll say this, I know we're not flourishing under the Elder, but I don't think we're doing too bad. We have a settlement, and we didn't really steal it, it was just abandoned and we've remade it. Do you really think the Elder should be gone completely? He didn't exactly sign up for the job, but I think he's done okay.
Asis, what do you think?
I mean, it's hard to turn your back on him. You know, he was kind of like a father to me, I guess, in a way.
To all of us, I know. He inspired me to pursue what I've done so far. It is in my heart that I feel that a strong leadership in a forward direction is a better than to wait out in, like you said, an abandoned town. Why not make it more? Why not make defenses? Why not start trade and open up roads? If you wish to be better, if we wish to stop being scavengers, something needs to change.
I agree, brother, I do. We aren't exactly, through, I think, no fault of our own generation, we haven't exactly been the most friendly of faces to outsiders. We have quite a bit of a reputation to rebuild if that is the road we go down. I'm not saying it cannot be done, but I'm saying it will take time, and we might be, I don't know if we're prepping for battle on the outside as much as we are within our own people. These are traditions that we have. Sure, some people aren't proud of them, but it's what makes them survive. I'm just trying to think of them. I mean, listen, brother, I know you're the smartest among us. I get that. But it's a lot of change. And I think that will scare our friends. It scares me, and you know me, I don't get scared.
I understand your fears.
Rashaz will sort of give a little bit of a counter to Asus, and he says, you know, brother, it's not like I haven't been thinking the same things. I didn't think you would have that fucking balls to say it. Yes, I do think things need to change. Unfortunately, as Asa said, we have a way of doing things. And we are much more adept at hostile takeovers, even if it is within our own people. We have had leaders come and go. Whatever the case may be, stabbed in the night, poisoned. I think we only had one retiree. I don't think it's the worst idea. But I have to ask you this. Do you really expect people to know that you planted the seed for this, and then not seeing you there? I don't know if that would inspire a lot of faith, brother. It's, it would make it seem like you're investing, but from afar.
The faith would be in you two, as joint leaders. Something that hasn't been done before. And yes, I may be gone, but everything I do, I try to return some of that good back here. And this little adventure of ours is going to ensure an alliance with Gloom Elves.
They both look to each other and... Oh, brother, I'm not liking the way you're talking now.
They are misunderstood, if that's what you mean.
We've been misunderstood our whole fucking lives.
Exactly, so you know what it means to be misunderstood. You know that their reputation isn't exactly correct or truthful.
Brother, if the Elder comes back and... Listen, we know how to have that conversation. We can tell him, but... I'm not going to lie to him. I have to say something. He knows that we would not just decide this. Maybe he doesn't, I don't know. If he finds out that it was you, though, whether it's from us or... How the fuck, whoever knows.
That's something
Yes.
I'm willing to deal with.
Vazur, he may be like a father to us, but he might still want your head. He's a part of the old guard. He doesn't understand nuance like we do. Hell, especially not like you do.
Well, that's what allies and friends are for. If he comes for me, he won't get past Reinhold over there.
He, Ossus looks over to your friends and just kind of darts his eyes over. He says, are they planning something? Did they put you up to this?
No, brothers. I'm just thinking of the future.
We may have to talk this over a bit, but if it is your wish and you think this is best, like I said, I don't think you are wrong. But when you have time, you need to come back to our people for a bit and at least assist us in whatever transition may remain. I understand you have your own things going on and you seem to be flourishing. You dress well, you have coin, I see that. Not trying to force you into this, obviously, brother, but I know how much of a great deal you mean to your people, not just us, your family, but our kin as a whole, and also your new family. They seem to go into battle with you without a wink of an eye, and that's just something we always reserve for each other. It is good to find that kinship with others. But at some point you should come back and see what has become of us after all this happens.
Of course, brother. I could never forget about our people. I'll make much more regular visits, I promise.
Okay. Are you staying here for the night or heading out?
I'm fairly certain we'll be staying here for the night.
Okay. I'm going to get myself a plate. Remember, brother. I'll have to tell the truth if it is asked of me. And you should be gone by then.
I would expect nothing less but the truth from you, brother, at any point. And I will be.
I'll try to keep his head level. Counter the weight of all the fucking mushrooms he has.
If he gets enraged, feel free to point it at me. I will not fault you for it. I'd rather he be mad at me than punish someone in the village or break a building while I'm gone.
Oh, don't worry. Us blaming you has never been a problem. Come on, let's get something to eat. And they go off and they do a quick round of like checking guard posts, and then eventually they'll grab some food together. The rest of you see Vazur standing somewhat solemnly under the great tree in the middle of Bogton, just kind of looking around, pondering.
I'll walk up to Vazur. As soon as I can actually figure out how to move my freaking character. There we go. Oh god, I'm gonna fly across the map now, aren't I? Nope, there we go.
Yeet.
Hey, Vazur.
Hello, Reinhold.
How you doing?
I've been better.
I take it that conversation didn't go too well.
It went how it needed to.
Understood.
Thibodeau should be satisfied.
Will there be consequences for what happened?
I'm sure. Nothing that I can't handle. Or nothing that we can't handle.
Are Asis and Rashaz nearby at the moment?
Yep, they're positionally correct, just north of you, just having a bite to eat, it seems.
Just from looking at them, do I think they're within like earshot for a normal conversation?
No, because there's a bit more like talking ambiance and stuff around the
Okay.
around the bog, and there's still kind of collapsing waters on some of the swamp around you.
Okay. Vazur, do you mind me asking, what did you do?
I told them that they should replace Elder Greyclaw.
I see. I have to ask, Vazur, do you think that a part of you agrees with that, or...
I did find it very hard to sell something I didn't completely believe in. Progress could have been made while he was gone. There was no need to replace him.
I see. It's a hard thing you had to do, Vazur.
I know. I hope it's enough.
Well, regardless of the outcome on any side, you know that all of us have your back, and we'll do whatever it takes to make sure things can go right.
Thank you, Reinhold.
Of course.
We should
And
get
I will-
something to eat.
Indeed, I'm starving. Where is the food at?
It's all around. There's a
Just
nice
lay on the ground.
Yeah, there's a nice bog sort of stew that people are imbibing in. Smells very peppery, bit spicy. You're not sure what kind of meat they use.
Reinhold
but-
has got like white people taste buds. Like
yeah.
pepper. It's way too spicy.
Mhm. Frank's Red Hot would kill a Victorian child.
I like the one picture. It was like the guy holding like all the dust from a bag of Takis.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like this would kill a medieval peasant.
Yeah. One sip of McDonald's Sprite.
That would just blow them into pieces.
Yeah.
Like, evaporate them.
Actually, if you, I think Vazur, you would know. It looks like they're using some form of like, it looks like giant toad tonight is the stew meat of choice.
Well, I'm not picky, so
Giant toad is pretty good.
I've never had the luxury of trying giant toad.
Hmm.
I'll give it a shot.
A little gamey, a little stringy, but I mean the flavor just hops from one side of your mouth to another.
Oh my god. Have you been like taking like crash courses with E on like stupid puns?
No, I'm just a fucking idiot, and it's about time I showed it.
Fucking hurt.
Sorry, E. I know that hurt. I'm sorry, buddy, but that was definitely
But
something
listen
you
to
would
this
drop.
guy. Okay. Any other conversations you're having throughout the evening?
Hey, Krane.
What?
Yes.
Do you, Krane? Do you think that they eat like alligator if they find it?
Absolutely.
Oh,
He just said absolutely.
I
Sorry,
just-
mouthful of frog. But yeah, no, we've eaten our own people before, like we said.
Fair enough. Okay.
Don't some humans eat like lesser intelligent primates?
What?
Don't some people eat like chimpanzee brains?
What is it?
Probably.
Ooh.
Actually,
No,
yes.
Food tastes good.
I
But
suppose
the
that's fair.
question is just determining what equals food. We're not debating that food is good, but like, what is food?
If you eat it and it doesn't make you sick and it tastes good, it's food.
Well, I don't know about the taste good part though. I feel like that could be subjective. And
You
like
eat it, doesn't
like
kill you, tastes
like-
good.
hardtack is not good by itself. But you could just eat hardtack and that would be considered food.
If it don't taste good, it's not food.
What would it fall under then?
Stuff.
Well,
Very simple rules to live by.
I mean, I would prefer to eat objectively good food.
See? Nashanai gets it.
Okay, but what if you don't like eggs? What do you do then?
Oh, eggs are delicious. That's obviously food.
Well, yes, I like eggs.
But there are people who don't.
Then no, they're not people.
They don't have good taste then. Food can be
Wait.
objectively good, but people
Wait, if you
can have
don't like the
objectively bad
food,
taste.
then you're not the people?
Yeah, and then maybe you're the food.
Oh.
Some people do
Okay.
eat other people.
And those people are food, so they're not people.
Wait,
Wait,
And
so
People
so
and
if
food at one time?
well, no,
Oh.
according to Vazur, if you're the person being eaten, you're no longer a person, you're just food.
Yes.
Okay. I think we need a Vazur cookbook.
I
would
don't know
not
if I'd
like
want that.
anything from it. No,
A
There'll be a whole
Vazur
chapter
food
on lizard
philosophy.
people.
I would like some
Wait.
of that.
The one invention he can't master, cooking.
Wait. So Vazur, there'd be a whole chapter on lizard people. Would it be about how to eat them or what they eat?
Yes.
Oh no, Vazur, you cannot write a cookbook.
I think-
Foie
Before
Foie gras. Nice.
I'm going to have some of this spicy toad soup now.
Nashanai, do you have tongue?
How else would I taste things?
I don't know. Things just seem to phase through your mask. So I don't know what's
Who is
behind there.
having
I mean,
the
you
the
don't
soup?
really have eyes, but
I'll
you
have some
can
of the soup.
see.
And I
Krane,
don't have
you having a
ears,
soup?
I can hear.
Exactly. So you might not have tongue, but you can taste.
Krane, are you having the stew soup?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. Everybody make me a constitution save. Vazur with advantage.
Gosh,
Uh,
darn.
Yeah.
Everyone is within 10 feet of me, right?
Yeah,
Do
so
we
everybody
get it?
but Vazur. So Krane and
Oh.
Nashanai just add a flat +4 to your total at the end.
Oh wow, I'm the one who did it.
Ah, swag.
And unfortunately, Reinhold, yours is already thrown in.
Yep.
Oh, bud. You and I got the same roll.
Yep.
10, 10, 23, 23. Okay. Scales is not having any. Okay.
I apparently also have white people spice tolerance.
That's right.
I mean, you are very white.
The whitest.
Yeah.
The whitest kids you know.
You guys are very mean today.
No, you literally have a white mask, do you not?
I do, but you've
So
also
that makes you
seen
the whitest.
you've also seen it be green though.
Okay, but by default it's white.
Yeah.
By default.
Yeah. So,
So-
you white. You white.
You white. So this is it's quite delicious. It almost reminds you of it's almost got like that horseradish like burn to it.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Calm down.
I like
Oh,
horseradish.
dude.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Radish
Um,
meat horses.
And it's there's these like plump chunks of meat in there and some roots. You're
I
detecting
do
maybe
not like the word combo plump chunks.
yeah, plump chunks. But it tastes quite good. However, Reinhold and Nashanai, It is like passing right through you, and it is tearing your stomach up, like
oh yes.
like spicy ramen.
Oh.
And
Delicious, Krane.
It's so good. I've never had frog before.
so
Maybe I should eat more frog.
So Krane and Vazur are enjoying like this incredibly savory, delicious food, and Reinhold and Nashanai just did the equivalent of like the one chip challenge, and they are not handling it too well.
The one. Come on, I still got a 10.
I might cry.
Are they having the McGurgles over there?
A little bit.
I would love to see Nashanai's mask slowly start turning redder.
You did get a 10 out of a total possibility of 26, I think. Yeah.
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 So I mean, you know,
Oh God,
not awful.
Shamol, protect me.
I was gonna say, technically, you got a 6. Your deity gave you a 10.
Yes.
But all in all, it is quite good.
Okay, I gotta get up. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, Vazur, this is great.
Alright.
Maybe less spice in the future.
Do you have more sauce? I liked it. I'll
You
have
guys
some more
are the worst.
sauce on mine.
I'm not the cook, unfortunately. or
They
else I would-
actually, a lot of what you're seeing, it's not that people are putting sauce in. They're almost putting the equivalent of like sprouts in, like raw sprouts, and the broth is sort of cooking them as it's still hot.
Rams.
And that's just adding a little bit of like crunch to it.
Mm.
I have to go use the little spirits room.
The little undead's room or whatever you are.
A little zombies room.
Yeah.
I would suggest not using divine sense at this current moment.
I mean, if you're indisposed, there's really no better time, actually.
That's true. You can't run away.
Did you say it's desecrated land?
Yeah.
Oh no. He's right. I just hate it.
Yeah, you do.
So about another hour or so passes, and the mood around the mood around the town is pretty jolly, I'd say. People are just enjoying another sort of safe night in the swamps and just going through a day that seemed to be pretty uneventful. And there's a couple things going on. Some people are passing a pipe. Some people are playing like some medieval equivalent of like a sack toss or something like that, like cornhole. And yeah, just individual
Anybody want a
conversations.
mushroom? Anybody want a mushroom?
Is it a special mushroom, Krane?
Maybe.
Then no.
Oh. Do you want a potion?
Is it a special potion, Krane?
Aren't all potions special?
I mean, some of them are just like hair growth potions.
It's pretty
mean-
special.
Yeah, that seems special.
If I drank that, that would be pretty special.
Oh yeah, imagine a hairy lizard.
That hurts my brain to think about it.
Like imagining the toupee.
Oh,
It's
Lord.
only head hair. That's all he grows.
That's right. That's right.
No, actually, has anyone checked in with Deba?
Not to my knowledge. Recently.
No, not recently.
Oh, we should do that.
We should check in with Deba, see how the ritual's coming along.
Well, we should also probably try to go find Embra.
We've got a lot on our list.
Can we call Valros and ask him how the house is, and then also ask him to check in with Daba?
That I would imagine that would be part of the message to Valros would be to do both of those things. So,
Yeah.
Probably a good idea, yes.
all right, Nashanai, should we
No.
screen your message this time, or
Yes.
just take it away from you?
Take it
Um,
away.
I encourage both of you to shush.
Fair enough.
Take it away.
I'm not
That
gonna
means
I'm
go
not gonna
for it.
Steal from him.
Take it away from him.
I'm tight.
Can Crane's like raising his hand. Can I try the message?
I'm typing
Oh.
now.
I'm gonna fold my arms over my chest at Krane, asking if he can send a message,
Can I
and just like look down, like shake my head.
please? Can I try it?
Well, Krane, you have to make sure Nashanai is okay with it, and it looks like he's deep in thought right now.
Can I try it, please? I would like to. Please.
Seems to be focusing.
Krane, I'm curious, what would your message be?
Well, we're talking to Valros, and we're gonna ask him about the house, and then also ask him to check in with the bar, right?
So, like, as follows: Valros, how is house? Check with the boss. Tell him send us message.
Kinda, yeah.
That works for me.
How about this one?
Why do you keep adding so many words? It is I, the Nashanai.
Well, it's a good thing that Krane doesn't have the sending stone, so.
Oh.
Is Nashanai screening that with us, or is he just going for it?
No, just go for it.
Oh my
The
god.
best way to avoid criticism is to not ask.
Mm. Yes, a
True.
And
mantra.
wait, so can here's like a good message, I think. Hi, Valros. Our house. Any mail? Update, please, from the bar. That's like 10 words.
That
Yes,
was
but I like
exactly
to
10 words.
sound relatively intelligent, Krane.
I would reach into my pocket, please.
Okay. So is that the message you send?
Yeah.
Okay. So, hello Valros, it is I, the Nashanai. Can we have our usual house update and contact you, the Zauburn? The Nashanai, not capitalize the that's crazy. I thought you'd be
Yeah, I
punctual.
would have expected that would.
Sorry,
That
I had
was-
3 people talking in my ear about how they wanted to steal my ability to give messages to people.
No. I did not say I wanted to steal it. I just wanted to screen it.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
wasn't saying I was gonna steal it either. I was asking politely if I
Oh,
could
sorry,
do it
hold
this
on.
time.
In the same message, since I still have extra words, I will use up a word for an asterisk, by the way.
Oh wow. That the Zauburn. The
Got him.
yeah, crazy. Pranked. So I would say that he would respond. Let's see, it's only 8 at night. Probably just got finished having dinner with the fam.
We really
Um,
got
time
time better.
zones.
The time zones? Oh, you
We're
know what?
straight south.
That's crazy. That's good stuff. He would say something back like, "Hey, Nashanai, good to hear from you again. Things are going well. That Lilia is strong as an ox. I'll tell the Zauburn. Everything good? Nothing broken."
Is there mail? Did we get any mail?
Well,
Good point. I subscribe to a magazine. I wonder if it got.
feel like
Really,
they would let us
the
know
day
if
you
we
guys
get
left, you subscribed to.
Yes.
Everybody's like, "What do we got? We got rations. We got let's stock up on arrows." You know what?
Armor is
equip-
monthly.
That's right. Our Artificer's choice.
There we go.
You're just wandering around the market, and some guy's just like selling you some like BS magazine subscription.
It's
You're just like,
incredible.
whoa.
With no promise on delivery. Just a dude
right.
saying, like, I'll deliver you a magazine in about a month. You go, okay.
All right.
But yeah, that's what he would send back. Vazur, as you go into your pocket, you find 2 six-sided dice.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Snake eyes.
Do you pull them out, or
Yeah. Like, you would have noticed Vazur, like, quizzically look around for a second and then reach into his pocket and pull out the dice in front of everyone.
Okay. So Vazur, on the 2-sided dice that you have, or I'm sorry, the 6-sided dice, 2 of them that you have, you see on the 6 for 1 dice, it says another one of 2 words that I'm going to send you here. So that's on one of the 6-sided dice on the 6th position. And then that's the other one on the 6th position.
Well, I think he is satisfied, and we are free to continue our adventure.
What did he say?
And I'll just show the two sides up.
So, yeah, so you show them, and Reinhold, you see both dice where he's showing you they have a 6 on them, like 6 dots, like pips.
Oh, there's just 2 6s, Vazur.
Well, I know that's where the 6 should be, but you know.
No,
Yeah.
But is there supposed to be something else there?
They,
I'm afraid not.
But it says well done.
Oh, well, for us, I don't know about the Nashanai and Krane, but
Did you guys know Vazur could read Braille?
No.
Oh.
That's crazy. Well and done are the same word.
What if
In
you
Braille.
read something in Braille that says "Don't touch"?
Oh fuck!
That'd be quite stimulating.
You're not wrong.
You know how at the drive-through ATM they have Braille on all the buttons?
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
What the-
It's
I
so
guess you could
considerate.
put a homie in the back seat, but still.
That's usually what I thought was like. It's just somebody who's in the back seat behind the driver, and they just pull up past it. And
Yeah, I wasn't smart enough to think of that.
oh, I was.
Well,
Congratulations.
I guess we'll just put these away.
Playing a game?
I mean, do you want to?
I've got cards if you want to play cards.
What game uses dice and cards?
Craps? No,
Both?
that's just dice.
Magic?
You ever play Gwent?
Where's Siri?
We can play a game if you want.
Well, I think we should address our business first, then we can spend our
I think
time
Nosh and I
relaxing.
already did that.
Well,
It's a poop joke.
anyway,
Dunmuldir, right?
well,
Yes.
yes, but what about Valros in the house?
Oh.
And Deba?
The house is alright, and he said that apparently, what was her name? Lilia?
Lilia, yep.
Lilia. Apparently, Lilia is doing rather well as a member of the household. Apparently, she is, quoting Valeros, as strong as an ox.
Does that mean she was encountering something, or just being helpful, or see if
I
we had
don't
used
know.
less
I think-
words, we could probably figure that out.
Oh,
Yeah, funny enough, you guys give me a lot of static for my word count, but Valros used the analogy "strong as an ox." That's 4 words that he probably could have just avoided.
Well, if I had known what your message was, which I can't because I believe it's silent while you send it, or is it DM? Is it
I'm not exactly sure.
okay?
Are you
Either
saying
that
that
or I just speak
you
to the
you don't
stone.
say it out loud?
Yeah, that's yeah. Like, do you say it out loud, or do you?
Well,
have
I
to
would
think it?
assume so because it has a verbal component.
Okay. Yeah,
The
you
issue is
took-
by the time I'm saying it, to interrupt would be adding words to the spell, so really, you're stuck.
Well, I mean, not really, because if I were to say something, it doesn't pick up on my word. It's not like a Google device.
It could be. It picks up on the words and
It's
just
not
goes,
linked
no.
with like Google Home.
Yeah, right. My sending stone is linked with Google Home.
Yeah.
I start the message and I go, "Hello, it is I," and, the Nashanai, and then it just goes, "Nashanai, don't," and then you just stop talking.
Yeah. Whatever you do, don't, and that just cuts off.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
Son of a bitch.
Well, regardless, so the house is okay. Lilia is okay. Did he say anything about Deba?
He said that he would contact the High Zalbern.
Very good. Well, now we need to address the next 2 issues. Dunmuldir and Embra.
Yes.
So, everybody give me a history check on Dunmuldir. I'd say Reinhold, you with advantage, please.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Is that alt?
Alt click, yep.
Ooh.
Not bad. I'll let you
Holy
go,
shit.
Reinhold.
Oh
Awesome.
God.
Wait, how are we getting fancy characters on our dice now?
Oh, they've had that for, I think, Nashanai, you've had the Roman numerals for a while, right?
No,
I've
no,
had
no,
it
no,
for a
no.
while.
What?
There
what
was like
thing?
an anvil on the 20 face.
Oh, that's for my natural 20 for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
It's
You can
for
just,
my-
change your dice settings in the module settings.
I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
that's the
No.
Foundry option, I want to say.
Yeah,
Vazur and Reinhold were a couple of nerds.
just a Foundry logo.
Fuck up Nashanai.
I, I think
I'm gonna cope.
I think mine are pretty cool. I mean, they're just purple, but they're pretty cool. Okay, let me get rid of that. Okay, Reinhold. So what you know about Dunmoldira is kind of what I told you. However, in addition to that, and I'm gonna move over to the world map so I can explain a little bit better. It is just outside of Falcon Crest. I'd say about an hour west-southwest, so built sort of into the mountain. And it's typically guarded, you gather. In fact, I don't think you've been there, but you might have handled like a transport or a handoff maybe there.
Sure.
And it's very odd. One of the things they do is everyone who goes in gets a ring. And you would actually know this now to be a ring of feather falling. And there's an old abandoned well. And basically what you do is you put the ring on and you just jump down and wait to go however far down into the ground it is. There is a decontamination process, which is basically just a room with a I guess pool, I would say. And you continue from there. The inside you don't know much about, but there is typically a couple road markers that sort of tell you where to go. But it's almost like sort of thieves' canty, like kind of in secret. And one of the things, like the last things you see before this old well, is like, how would I say this? Sort of like in, what's that language? The SOS language.
Morse code?
Thank you. Yep, Morse. So like ... So they have these similar road markings, except they put them on like the left side of a dirt path and the right side of a dirt path. Consonants on the right, and then vowels on the left. And basically it just sort of tells you over time, like, one might say 500 yards or whatever until the next, mark or whatever. And eventually you get to that well. And there are some beings that are usually kept out of sight, and they would hand you these rings, and you sort of check in when you get there.
Now, I have a question for you,
Mm-hmm.
based on mine or Vazur's history. Is it just like anybody can enter kind of deal, or do you have to have like a specific thing going on to enter, or?
So you don't exactly need like a writ, I would say. However, you know that the guards sort of at the gate, so to speak, are pretty good about questioning you and seeing through whatever guise one might try to pull. In fact, one of them has a sort of monocle-like device. In fact, it might be, I would say it's closer to like the link of it looks like a link of a chain, and they sort of put it up to their eye, and it has properties like see invisibility and stuff like that. And they're sort of, just trying to make sure you're not gaming the system and sneaking somebody in or something like that.
Gotcha.
A lot of what they do, like I said, it's like you with the standing that you have in Raven Call alone, you could easily craft a story to get in. That's not the problem.
Okay.
Really, after getting in, it's almost sort of making sure you belong in a way. So you have to like keep up a story, because there's no communication between the guards up top really and the sort of any inset guards that they have in the facilities. Basically, once you pass that test, that's like 90% of your barrier.
Okay, so yeah, okay, so you basically, once you're in, the guys down there, they don't do anything else. They don't tell them who's coming in or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
you just
they
have
might
to
get suspicious if it's been a while. Like there's some, like I said, this is like a neutral ground for meeting places of like different delegations and stuff, right? So they'll have like a conference room or something maybe, and it could be that one party gets there, a week before the other party gets there.
Gotcha.
But if they say like, they'll be here probably a week, 10 days, whatever it might be, and then nothing happens after that, then they might start asking questions.
Now, are they... I may not know this, I guess, but are they usually privy to, like, say someone's coming to negotiate something? Like, are they privy to that negotiation beforehand, or is it like a, hey, I'm here, so and so is on their way, we're about to have a negotiation about this war that we're having, and
I'd
wrap
say
things up here?
it depends on the importance. If it's like, if they're refactoring like trade legislation, maybe not, right?
Okay.
But if there's like a high value prisoner or something, or like you said, like a delegation to end a conflict that is long going and has put a hamper on, you know, whatever economy or something, then yeah, sure, there might be a little bit of saying, hey,
But-
these people are going to be here XY time and all that.
But usual small stuff, it's just like, yeah, I'm here, so and so is going to be here a little bit later. We're going to discuss some trade law or something, and then go from there.
So you're thinking for a moment, and like I said, you have pull. You know that Embra's family has pull. Not exactly sure what they have business wise there, right? But
Mhm.
those are the two people out of the people that you know immediately that you sort of, you know, went to battle with, that sort of have this connections. And another thing that sort of pops in your mind is you're thinking it might be a little valuable to maybe know something about Sabin.
Yeah, I meant to ask you about Sabin. So, based on what Thibodeau told us, is he like the commander there, or like what rank does he hold? I guess, because I didn't really understand that.
You're not exactly sure on the title. You've heard that he might be a wizard or a sorcerer. You're not too sure. However, he is a sort of, you know, that he's a hill dwarf, I'll say, and the sort of battalion or whatever you would call it that is down there that's under his command is actually it's a crew of Dwergar that were once part of the Obsidian army in the ethereal planes, and then they sort of disbanded, and one of their sort of this kind of started as an odd job, and then they were deemed to be acceptable and sort of you know, without corruption and stuff. So that's why they get to be Switzerland. Like they have a pretty good reputation, being level-headed, not really having to trade blows until things get really bad. As far as how Sabin got into that position where he was commanding, you're not sure. You don't think he has any military background. Yeah, you're not exactly sure.
Now, you said Dunmuldir is more of like a... It's not so much a state as it is just a place.
Yep.
So who owns it?
That is a good question. I would say...
Because I can't imagine Sabin owns it if he's in charge of the minutia.
No, I don't think it goes that deep. I would say it's probably a principality of the noble lands.
Okay.
It's almost like a public service that's paid for, except this public service is used by very few.
So it's more like a Washington D.C. without the capital part.
A little bit, yeah, without the sort of bureaucracy. Yeah, I'd say. You guys go ahead and talk it over amongst yourselves, theory craft or whatever you gotta do. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and then I will be right back, and we'll resume.
I will also be right back.
I will also be right back.
Oh, perfect timing.
Bye.
All right. Krane, what do you think we should do next?
I guess we need to get our passports if we're going to Switzerland.
I guess so.
This is weird. So is that really all that happened last week? Is we talked to the guy and he told Vazur that he needed to betray somebody and then we needed to go to Switzerland?
Yeah, effectively, he informed us of all that we needed to, effectively that, you know, we would more or less kind of have to deal with him to figure out how to help the Gloom Elves reach their Eidolon. And once the deal was struck, he's like, you know, depending on how great it is, you know, how, like, you know, well the betrayal is done, I'll throw in something extra. So once that was done, he, you know, kind of teleported all of us back to where Cal's lab was, and then we spoke with the Gloom Elves, and we're like, okay, we're gonna take care of some stuff, and, you know, then we're gonna help you sort of figure out where your Eidolon is.
Yeah.
Huh. And then what's the... Oh, wait, so who are we talking to in Switzerland?
I'm sorry?
Who are we talking to in Switzerland?
Who are we talking to in Switzerland?
Yeah, the place that we're going to now.
Oh, that one I didn't quite catch. I think that's, I think the idea was just to go there. I thought we would get more details after the deal with Thibodeau was done.
Oh. Okay.
I kind of thought so too. I can't remember what Thibodeau said about where we were supposed to go. Aside from the what's its place we just talked about.
Yes, the what's his...
I have returned.
Reinhold here.
Okay, so Dunmuldir.
Yes, Dumbledore. Right.
We have to go there for the thing.
Yes.
For the MacGuffin.
Our MacGuffin is located there.
No,
The
but for
McMuffin?
why are we going there again, Darren? Do you remember?
Yes, I do. There is an onyx sphere
Yes.
at Dunmuldir. That onyx sphere supposedly creates a link between...
Right, we have to bring that back to Thibodeau. Now I remember.
Yes, yeah, and that will supposedly create a link between wherever we are and the Eidolon.
That.
Yep.
Well,
And that will allow the Gloom Elves to return to their world, their plane.
we have to be very careful though, because they stop selling McMuffins after 10:30.
Fuck!
Come on. So
I wish
weird.
the DM was back so I could ask if I could murder the Nashanai.
You could fucking try. Apparently, you've been jonesing for it.
No, I'm not jonesing for it. But
For murder.
Based on what I know, we may be able to leverage some of my influence, and if we can find Embro, we can leverage some of her influence as well, if she's willing, to get into Dunmuldir.
I have to correct one thing.
Correct away.
Benefits of wearing a wireless headset. So,
Are you peeing while listening to us?
well,
That's
you know
weird.
what I got to do.
That's weird. Don't be
Thibodeau had said that it was below Dunmuldir.
Same difference.
Saban,
we'd have to go-
Saban
we'd have
had
to go down
to get to
the...
Dunmuldir.
Hmm?
We
Say
have
that
to
again?
jump down a well just to get there.
That's true.
So it's even further down then, which, I mean, will already be...
Yes, Thibodeau had mentioned that
halfway.
Saban had uncovered something he does not know how to use, and that will bring
yes,
you.
that's right.
That will bring you to the place where the Onyx Sphere is.
Okay, so
Okay.
we need to find something out. We need to get some info on Saban then. Maybe even get into his back pocket, so to speak.
And probably bring a shovel too.
I don't. They already uncovered it.
Probably a
before. We don't
pickaxe.
need to. We've got plenty of those.
We got a lucky
That's right.
pickaxe.
That's right. It's gonna pay off.
God's bless.
Trying to remember what else you guys were talking about. Oh,
The
MacGuffin,
Dumbledore?
MacGuffin McMuffin. That was fun. Dumbledore was fun.
Oh, so since you were listening, can I murder the Nashanai?
I'm not going to stop you. Whether you can or not isn't up to me.
Well, I just want one roll, just one flat roll to murder the Nashanai.
Death roll.
Unfortunately, all rolls are final until I fuck up, and then I'll change the law. But
All rolls are final until I say they're not.
yeah.
Sounds about
No,
right.
go ahead and
Roll
roll
it,
your
roll
Nashanai
it,
death kill.
roll it.
I'm not gonna roll it. That's stupid.
It kills me if you roll a natural 20, my guy.
You had mentioned that.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. Okay, never mind. You had mentioned that Embra may have some family that has pull to get into Dunmuldir as well, right?
Yeah, she didn't exactly. I don't think she ever really told you guys sort of what the family was about a whole lot. However, it was clear she came from something greater.
I don't think
Even
she would
with
want
her.
us to throw her name around because she kind of was
No,
trying to
no.
distance herself from us.
I'll say,
No,
especially with the when she left the letter to you guys saying that she had to take care of some business and she had to take off. it was very ornate and pristine, and it's almost like she had stationery or knew how to use stationery specifically for that purpose.
Yeah,
Seemed
you
very
think she
official.
was 7'2", the way she looked down on us.
Damn.
Well, only 4 out of the 5 of us, or sorry, 2 out of the 5 of us are nobility. So
Wow.
2 out
The
of
shift
5.
from 4 out of 5 to 2 out of 5 is crazy.
Wait,
my brain is fried today, dude.
where's the
Wait,
other one?
if Vazur is an adoptive son of the current elder,
Scales is the other one.
Scales is the other one.
does that make him and Scales nobility?
Actually, Reinhold, do you consider yourself nobility?
It depends. Where do knights fall on the scale of nobility in this in Raven's Call?
Oh, Temmie said peasants.
Fair point. Fair
Called
point.
you peasant.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's honestly a pretty good question. I'll have to think about that. I'd say God,
Because I know in some, some cultures, I guess knights were considered nobility, but in others they were considered more of like a middle class. So
I think the happy middle ground was like a minor nobility.
right,
yeah, sort of like nobody would really sort of kiss the ring, right? But
right. You weren't like a king or a
knew
baron
to
or anything.
yeah, no, they knew to show respect.
Yeah, you get to sit at the big kids table, but like at the end,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
whereas Ember gets to sit next
the
to whatever
fancy
duke,
people get
you
to
know.
sit at the end.
Well, he means like if it was like the big table at the top, looking down at everybody,
well-
I'd be at the far end of that big table.
I'll put it this way: the fancy people have their chairs pulled out for them, while the less fancy people just get to choose where they sit.
There you go.
That's the
There you go.
differentiating factor, I'd say.
Reinhold, maybe if you got rid of that yee ass haircut,
I mean, it's kind of clean. I'm not gonna lie.
you'd get some maidens on your sword.
Okay.
Or maybe Ember would call you after she's done
Whoa.
fucking with whatever baron or
Whoa.
count she's been talking to.
Whoa.
Reinhold.
Nasha is Nashanai jealous?
good.
Is
Do I detect
Nashanai
anything?
jealous?
Jealousy?
No, I'm not with Jalaus yet.
Okay, dude. I knew you were gonna go there as soon as I said the word, but I don't approve.
I knew it too. Okay, so perhaps we can contact Embra, maybe see what's going on with her, and possibly assist her, and then if we can do that in a quick enough fashion, we can leverage both of our positions and get ourselves into Dunmuldir and hopefully gather some information about Sabin on the way. It's a loose plan, but it's a plan.
I think, yeah, definitely we need to ascertain what her status is first, because she was heavily wounded during our shared vision.
Yes, that did not did not escape my memory.
Hopefully her brother Phoenix is helping her.
Why'd you say it like that, Nashanai?
That's just an interesting name.
Sounds like
Fair
you're
enough.
jealous?
Jalaus.
Hey, where is
Jalaus
Jalaus?
is a perfectly fine name.
Is there a reason you're so interested in Jalaus, Krane?
Mm,
You know,
yeah, Krane.
you know,
I'll raise an eyebrow at Krane.
If I
I
could, I
think-
would too.
What are you thinking?
Nashanai's like, I shaved my eyebrows. Why? I don't know.
I don't know.
You know, I think if we were gonna play cards or something, 6 is a good number, and we could have Jalaus come over to play.
Can
That
Scales
sounds
play
like a-
cards? I'm just curious.
Are you asking us? Because I'm waiting on Vazur's
Yeah, I don't
answer.
know.
Wait, what was the question?
Can Scales play cards?
Oh. I don't know, Scales, can you play cards?
I'll pull out my playing cards and hand him like a hand of 5 cards and see if he can do anything with it.
I just imagine slipping him in like the back of his neck and his mouth open up and shooting them all out like the Uno thing.
Oh, that's a good noise. Nice.
I was about to say he could be the house.
The
House
house
always wins.
of
Yes,
Jalaus.
he shuffles the deck.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Scales can play. He might not have the hands
Yeah, he
for it.
doesn't have the digits.
Yeah,
Well, if he doesn't have the hand,
digit.
he needs to fold.
dude.
Well, he could bluff though.
Can he
I feel
bluff?
like if he can't play cards, he probably can't bluff.
Excuse
He's got a
me.
really good poker face.
He's got the best poker face out of any of us.
He does.
Oh yeah.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Let's find out. Scales, you're lying.
Ah, fuck, he is.
You're lying, Morgan.
No, I like your ass.
I guess the jig is up. Skills transforms into a 12-foot tall fucking
Demon.
Autobot.
Scales yells, "It's morphin' time!"
I'd like to insight check Scales.
Oh, please do. Yeah. Yeah,
was
Scales
lying.
does not
Okay.
have a good poker face.
Yeah, that's a skill,
Skills.
right?
No offense, but you can't play cards with us.
See, okay, then we need a fifth. We need Jalaus.
Well, I mean, we have 4 of us right here.
Why Jalaus? There's like 100 other people here.
What do you have against Jalaus?
Me proceeds
Nothing.
to
I'm
delete
just
every
curious as to what
token.
you have for Jalaus.
Oh, Krane, do you have a crush on Jalaus?
No.
Oh,
Quite the
spicy.
Okay, well, Reinhold, we know you can't handle your spice.
Admittedly, spice is, it's not. I like it, but I can't handle it very well.
Why not?
He who controls the the toad stew controls the universe. So that's what Dune's really
That's why I
about.
wasn't allowed to do it.
Yeah.
So, Krane, do you have a crush on
wait,
Jalaus?
there's 4
No.
of us, right?
Yeah, that's true. There are 4 of us right now, Krane.
Well, we
Yeah.
just play euchre.
What is euchre?
You ain't from Knight's Reach if you ain't done this before.
Oh boy.
You wouldn't know. You're from fucking Wisconsin, honey. It's a Michigan card game.
We ain't from Michigan if you ain't ever done. Fuck, shit. Fuck it.
Good job, Reinhold.
You from Wisconsin? It's
When
funny.
strokes occur, think fast.
Abigail, you know how to euchre, right?
I know how to euchre.
There you go.
I've never played euchre in my
Michigander.
life.
I can barely spell euchre.
EUCHRE.
That's terrible.
It starts with an E?
Yeah,
No.
I thought it started with a Y my whole life. I was traumatized.
No.
What is wrong with you guys?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Spelling Bee expert number.
Hey, I
One
lost because I
over
couldn't
here.
spell strengthen.
Oh, I couldn't spell February.
Oh boy.
That's okay.
I can.
I couldn't say February for a really long time.
Yeah.
February.
February.
Strawberry.
We sound English. February, innit?
But
little bit of basil.
Library.
No.
I know it's not library, but I like saying library.
So whatever the D&D version of these conversations are, I would assume your characters are having.
Yes.
We're gonna play D&D euchre.
Yes,
That's right.
D&D euchre.
Yeah.
would like Reinhold
Crane
as my
somehow wins a round with a farmer's hand.
I know what that means.
Yep, those are words that all make sense to me.
You can play a farmer's hand as long as it's worth 1 gold in its entire lifetime.
Eric knows what that means, right?
Yeah,
Just tell
do
me
you know-
somebody knows what that means.
Do you know about the farmers only or whatever she's talking about?
a farmer's hand.
I gotta go get a little bit of paper towel because I spilled.
Do you know what
Oh
a
no.
farmer's hand is?
I don't know the terminology, but I might be
Oh.
familiar with what it actually is.
Like you have no face cards.
Oh, okay,
You just have 9s or 10s.
makes sense. I've never heard that
9s
phrase
through
used before.
10s?
No,
No, you only have 9s or 10s. You know, for
9s
euchre,
or
you,
10s.
yeah. To play euchre, you only use the cards 9 and up.
That's great. If I was taught how to play euchre, I would have known this.
Or you don't know how to play euchre?
No, I don't know.
Of course I know how to play euchre.
I
What's
just
euchre?
learned how to play like 2 years ago because Emily's family does it all the time, and she made me learn.
You guys.
It's a good game. It is a good game.
You can grow up with like 8 siblings, Eric.
That's
Wisconsin.
like 8 siblings.
Yeah.
It's a good game. You know, what
I don't know,
suit?
significantly.
What suit? So Krane teams up with Nashanai.
Oh.
So
Oh,
Krane
yeah.
and Nashanai are on a team, and we just smoke Reinhold and Vazur.
Well,
Joke's on
I
you.
have the playing card set, so I don't have to play, and then you
Crane
can't play at
also
all.
has a playing
about
card set.
We
You
roll
know,
it.
Crane can
Joke's
just get
on
out
you,
his
Crane.
cards.
I know how to play, but I go alone with a farmer's hand.
Don't
Oh,
worry.
well, you
there-
can't win with a farmer's hand if you go alone.
Exactly.
There is card support in Foundry now, so once I figure out how to get a deck in there, I will let you guys play a card game.
I'm gonna go alone and get euchred.
Can we play 3 Dragon Annie?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I could figure out how to do that.
Is it 3 or 5?
No, it's 3 Dragon Annie.
Okay.
We could play dragon chess.
That's not a card game. E.
A wizard chess.
Actually, what card games am I proficient in? Let me see. Go ahead and click twice on my token. The Nashanai.
Authors be like, actually, they shouldn't have played Wizard Chess. It might have been Wizard Checkers. Bro, you wrote the book.
Features, probably.
Okay. If nothing else of note happens, we can go ahead and progress this night.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's a no on Jalaus then.
You can go talk to Jalaus.
I'm not going to talk to Jalaus.
Well, you're not going to do it by yourself?
Yeah,
Are you scared?
totally.
I would say she doesn't bite, but we've seen Vazur, and Jalaus is also a Lizardfolk, and definitely
Drainage.
can bite.
Is that stereotypical?
No, it's just an ability they have. I'm just
Crane,
talking
would
from a
you-
mechanical standpoint. Sorry, continue.
So I actually do have a dragon chess set, apparently.
Incredible.
Crane, would you like me to talk to Jalaus for you?
Not for me, but I think it would be very entertaining to watch you talk to Jalaus.
Oh, and the turntables.
Guys, why don't we
Is
just put
that-
this to rest? Let me talk to Jalaus.
No.
Sure, we can let Nash and I talk to Jalaus.
No, Reinhold said no.
No, you can talk to Jalaus. I don't care.
I have to ask my mom. She said no.
Is nobody going to talk to Jalaus?
No.
I was... Okay.
Oh, if you
Oh,
wanted to,
wait.
go ahead.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Reinhold.
Okay. I'll go find Jalaus. Oh, she's right there.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Tell
I actually
me that you like
haven't
her.
met Jalaus.
I
I
don't
never
recall.
actually met her the first time.
Okay.
We'll
I-
go meet her biblically.
Oh, no.
Wow. That's...
I presume they gave me some kind of description and just go off of that.
Uh,
Yeah, the
Honestly-
only curvy, hot as fuck lizard folk here.
so, honestly, you were probably going to ask for a description, and then you see this person around the corner, and you don't really need the description.
Hi, you must be Jalaus.
In fact, I am.
Friends of mine over there, Krane and Nashanai, were, well, and Vazur, I suppose. We were going to play a game of, I don't actually know what it's called, but we were going to play a card game, and Krane insisted on inviting you, so I came over here to extend the invitation.
It's very kind of your friend. It's nice to meet you. She puts out a hand.
I'm Reinhold.
Jalaus.
Well, should we head over there? Are you taking Krane up on his offer, or...
Don't see why I have to choose, but sure.
Then follow me!
You
I don't know what to
saunters
do.
over there.
Speak to her like that, Reinhold.
It was Darren, not
Vazur Jalaus comes over and gives you a look.
Hello, Jalaus.
it's not customary to like give a kiss on the cheek, but they say nothing good happens after midnight, and it's not after midnight, but she still, is cordial. Because I'd say another hour passes.
So what card game were we gonna play, Krane?
There's this one that I learned a while ago, and so you have to like split into teams.
Well, I'll set this one out.
Nope. I already called dibs on sitting this one out.
Wait, you invited Jalaus over here and you're gonna set this out?
Yep.
That's
Krane, this
I
isn't
very
making any
nice.
sense.
I'll play cards. Don't worry.
All right, I suppose I'll play.
So is it scales a knight to a team?
No.
Or Nashanai?
I would be perfectly fine with that.
Okay. So, how do we play, Krane?
So you have your cards, and then basically you have to like kind of try and guess what cards your partner has, and then pick the highest card. And Crane's basically just trying to poorly explain euchre.
Sure.
Can I just look at my partner's cards, or is
No, that's cheating.
No, that's table talk.
Yeah, table talk. No table talk allowed.
Jalaus has never played before, but seems game.
Go fish. Or sorry, no, something else. Never mind.
Okay, I guess. How about, have you guys ever played BS?
Nope.
What?
Jalaus says, yes, I have played.
Okay. Do you know about the peanut butter rule?
I am open to learning about it, she says inquisitively and excitedly.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They got
So-
me down Paleolithic.
What? So whenever you successfully fool someone into not calling BS on your cards, then after the next person goes, you say peanut butter.
It
I know how to
sounds
play
less
poker.
exciting than I was hoping.
I mean, you could make it more exciting if you wanted to.
What, like bet money?
Ooh, Krane, I don't know what you're trying to do there, but if you want to roll a persuasion check, feel free.
I'm not really trying to persuade anything.
Okay.
I'm back.
Just making sure.
That sounded.
Yeah, implications, man, implications.
Hey, you are overestimating Crane.
Sorry, inferences, not implications.
Oh, there you go. So if you guys are going to play cards for the evening, if you would like, we could do some contested, I say performance checks or deception checks.
Deception, let's
I
go.
actually have the playing card.
Mhm.
What's it called?
Efficiency.
Yeah, proficiency. It's
All right. Well, that's how good Crane does.
Roll me a performance check.
So, do I just add my proficiency to this roll?
Yeah.
Oh boy, this is gonna be rough for you guys.
Yes.
What's my
Oh,
proficiency
no.
again?
Crane, you and I were a terrible team.
Okay.
Plus 3 to that.
Let's see.
Jesus Christ, Reinhold.
Not
Was your
bad.
thief passed as a card shark? Christ.
No, surprisingly.
Okay.
Actually,
Let's see. Okay,
I
so
wonder if
Krane and Nashanai, you're not too sure what's going on that side of the group. Maybe it's like kind of one of you made the other one go cold. And Nashanai, I'm not going to say you have an excuse or don't have an excuse, but I will say the game is somewhat about deception and lying, and you don't really have a tell that I could think of. Maybe you do, but typically having a mask helps.
Fiddles
Which I
with the
guess
sword.
I guess it would probably be
You
illegal
got
at
a
a lot of
5.
tables.
Mm-hmm. And I'd say, Vazur, as you are playing, I think a lot of what is happening with you, you're sort of... Actually, there you go. There's a communal space here. You're sort of just going over things in your mind, and you're not exactly sure what's going on.
But me and Jalaus.
Yeah, dynamic duo. Another adjective for that group.
Good.
Yeah, Reinhold. I mean, no surprise. You can lie as naturally as you breathe, so that's fine.
It doesn't sound as good when you put it like that.
Oh.
No, but
Wow.
all in all, fun is had and deceptions are had, and it seems a very quiet and peaceful night.
Krane has a new pick for who he thinks is going to betray the group.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised the whole being a bandit thing didn't give that away at first.
Yeah, dirty bandit.
What is that?
That's Drew's hand.
That is my hand. This is my circle.
It's
So
an
it was
Xbox.
That's chosen.
Click and held. It did like a little like thing.
Yeah.
The
Now instead
claw.
Is it just you, Drew, that can do that?
No, I don't know
I'll
if
do
you
it.
guys set it up yet. I know somebody did last week. I think
I did.
my button is X for it. I hold X and then just move my mouse. But you can also like hold X and left click.
The claw.
Yeah.
That's pretty toppers, mate.
Why is mine brown?
I think it just uses the color of your bottom left what's it called? Like icon or whatever.
Oh yeah, you're right. So
Yeah.
the stream would be like a yellow.
Yep.
I'm sure, but it doesn't really matter right now. But
Okay.
wow, okay, good job, Reinhold. Were we betting?
Yes.
Only says yes after he wins. Never says yes after he loses.
My question being, Reinhold, after buying that sword, what gold were you anteing up with?
Oh,
Uh,
burn.
Let me
That's
see.
a good one.
Let me see.
I'm gonna
I
give
got
you a point
30
of
gold
inspiration
pieces.
for that. Hold on. There you go. You have inspiration, Nashanai.
Hey, cool.
I had 30
Sorry.
gold pieces.
I got
I'll
inspiration.
Oh,
I'll
that's-
ante-
It's like
Check
what
my
30 farmers have.
Yeah.
Silver tab. And go to my inventory. See how much money I have. Okay, I have enough gold for gambling.
I mean, this isn't a high stakes table here. We're in the middle of Louisiana, so.
Well, it's pronounced Bogton, but I can see how it might get lost in
You
translation.
can see the translation there, yeah.
Yeah.
My gold does he win, Drew?
Oh,
Not
well, that's up
actually
to you
betting.
guys. I'm not going in your pockets. I wasn't even curious. You guys were like, did we bet money?
I wasn't
So-
actually going to bet any money.
What's a fair ante?
Well,
Gold is way
I was
too
going to
high
say
of an
between
ante. That's what
adventurers, who
farmer make.
knows?
Well, that's fair. Yeah, adventurers make bank, so.
20 copper is also 2 gold.
Fox is 10.
They either make
Yeah,
bank or make funeral plans.
Oh, we could do like a silver ante.
It
I
seems
only have
about
one
right.
silver.
You can
Does somebody have
make
change for a gold piece?
Yes, there's plenty of change to go around.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
It's-
throw in a silver then if that's what our bet was.
It's
or
like
Amy
playing
was.
poker with your family, like, oh, the blue chips are 10 million or whatever.
Yeah, right.
I
Playing
think
with
over
numbers.
over the like night or whatever, I think you'd probably win a couple of good hands from me. So I don't know, maybe like 8 silver.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is that my profit or my gross?
Well,
I
with
think that-
inflation, it's like a gold, so just give yourself another gold piece.
Sure, got it.
Yeah, and then I just take a gold away from myself.
No, you can take your 8 silver, but like I said,
I was just messing with you, yeah.
this is the administrative fee and service fee, delivery fee,
Like it's 214.
taxes.
The fee.
The fee, yeah.
Hmm?
The fee 5 fum.
Fee.
Breath thinner.
The handling fee, the shipping fee,
That's right.
Click on the namer.
processing fee, of course,
Well, who knows better?
Numlock.
diagnosing fee,
That's right. That's the worst.
filing fee.
All right, but yeah. After that, though, I think I'd probably go to bed. Any more would be too rich for my blood.
You don't have blood.
Don't
Oh.
spoil my secrets, Krane. We still have a month left.
Do we?
Perhaps.
Does anybody else do anything?
I think just cards and whatnot. I mean, this is a nice distraction for Vazur too.
Well, I meant after the cards were done, or is everyone just wandering off to bed?
Just boring.
You want a mushroom? That's always an offer.
I
I
don't
would-
want to.
I will take a mushroom, Krane.
Okay. Let's reach
Man.
into the bag of mushrooms.
Yeah, which mushroom? I'm excited.
I like that you don't organize them either. So you're like, yeah, this could potentially be deadly. Here you go.
No, Krane can recognize them, but they're just all jumbled up in the bag.
They like put their poisonous mushroom juice on the other mushrooms.
No, that's not how that works. Let's go with
You're such a fungologist.
some of the indigo mushrooms. Krane will have some too.
Okay. Do you have notes on what the indigo mushrooms do or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to describe something? Whatever comes to your mind.
I mean, they have they have like potential herbalism properties, but also psychedelic effects.
So, what does Krane see in his well, first off, I'm going to ask you how you choose to prepare them. Are you eating them? Are you putting them in water and boiling them into a tea?
I'm gonna roast them.
Okay. A little bit of char.
Yes,
Okay.
like a marshmallow.
Indeed.
You know what? Do you have any of those other indigo mushrooms?
What other indigo mushrooms?
Or sorry, like, do you have any more of them?
I mean, I was splitting them with Vazur. Do you want a little bit?
Sure.
Okay, we can cut you in.
Your sample's free.
Cut
Jesus
you in.
Christ.
Reinhold, you want in?
No,
Okay.
thank you though.
Scales?
Skills would if it worked on him.
Oh, okay. Alright.
You should offer some July.
I like that. No, Scales is totally cool. He's cool. He just, they don't work.
He totally would, I promise. He totally
Yeah.
would.
No, he's
Let's
cool.
go.
He's not a narc.
Skills slowly slides up shades onto his forehead.
We're trying to get this thing done. So everybody who is imbibing, go ahead and roll a Constitution save with disadvantage.
Oh boy, how do you do with disadvantage again?
Control click.
Yep, so go to con and I have to hold control and click it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Oh boy!
Oh,
Tripping
boy.
balls, dog.
That's what we like to see. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't do as bad as Vazur.
I like how Krane did the best, and that's still not very good.
You guys all get a +4, except for Vazur.
Yeah. Oddly enough, or maybe not oddly enough, I don't know why I said that. Jalaus is not going to participate, but she does thank you if you do offer.
I don't think we did offer.
Well, I'm just meant in like the background. Okay. This is gonna be fun. There's a couple different things that happen. And actually, Krane, do you give any what they're called like flight instructions for like what they're about to experience? If
You
you
know, a little bit, but he probably waits like he forgets until after they've already like eaten it, and he's like, "Oh wait, by the way."
You're gonna see demons.
Nightmare,
Yeah.
nightmare, nightmare.
Yeah, the time knife. We've all seen it.
Jalaus actually she will chime in if you guys are discussing this at all, and she will say one piece of advice that I was excited to learn was if you are frightened and you see a monster, don't run away from it. Stand your ground and yell at it why it's there and what it's supposed to teach you.
Okay, but how are you saying that with no mouth?
Oh, Vazur, you started early. Wow.
Hey, Nashanai talks without a mouth all
I
the
was
time.
about to just like turn away from Vazur so he didn't see it.
But she had a mouth like 20 seconds ago.
Okay,
Holy shit.
wow.
So,
Vazur is really going ham on this.
Let's see. Who wants to experience what they're going through first? Vazur, I appreciate the improv. Please continue if you'd like. I do have a couple lists of things for you, if you guys want to.
How Reinhold's presence lets us fight off drugs.
It's true.
Bro's straight up just dare in the flesh.
I am the embodiment of dare.
He's like Mr. Goody Three Shoes over here.
Yeah.
Mr. Goody
enough.
8 arms over here.
Vazur, you look around and you still sort of see your environment. However, for a moment, you think that you are a mother badger searching for food in like a snowy stream.
Oh no.
Actually quite peaceful.
And everything sort of seems like gelatinous.
I'm gonna keep an eye on Vazur for a second here.
Sure. Nashanai, the sort of time seems to be slowing down and speeding up at the same time, but the present seems to be slowing down more and more without actually changing speed. But what happened a couple seconds ago seems like ancient to you. And you feel like the air around you is sort of hyper dense and crushing you, and sort of breathing for a moment becomes sort of difficult. Krane, you are viewing
Krane?
your... What?
Krane
What?
has laid down and he's like enjoying
Yeah,
the view of the
perfect.
trees, and it's like the trees have become an ocean, and
Perfect.
it's just he's at the bottom of the sea, and there's like some swirls and all this good stuff, and he's holding his breath for a little bit too long.
Mhm.
Even
Yeah,
though
you
he's in
feel-
the forest.
You feel like you're sort of watching yourself from above, and you try and orient yourself, but it's very difficult, which is why you lay down. And let's see, does anyone else want another effect?
Sure.
What, just for context, what is Vazur biting?
He's trying to catch a fish
Okay.
for his family.
Nashanai, you said you wanted one?
Sure. 'Cause
Okay, roll-
I imagine I do slightly better than Vazur, but not by much.
Sure, roll me a percentile, I'd say.
Oh, all right. D100.
Yeah.
It's the far right one. One more. There you go. Yep. Nope. Just give me the mouse, please. Go down one. There. Yep.
Ooh,
49.
right. Okay.
Good year.
Beautiful. So everything becomes circular for a moment, or like Halo-esque, where you're like, almost everything has like a ring around it or a halo around it, and above you, very faint, but just almost like it's in an echo chamber, and you're like covered inside a transparent cylinder. You see this ring around you of like 20-foot tall shrieking phantom figures. And your hands feel very funny. And everything that is touching you or your skin is leaving this like sensory imprint on you. And it's just becoming really tingly And all the while, these echoey, phantom-like shrieks that are so muffled like you're underwater are just happening around you. And your inner dialogue is turning into 3 Nashanais arguing over one another.
Okay, so we have to make sure that people who do crime are brought justice to. But us bringing justice to them is violent. We have to bring justice to ourselves. But how are we going to bring justice onto ourselves if we need to avenge ourselves?
Incredible.
What's Krane doing now?
Well...
Frolicking.
Yeah. You see, so what you thought were nights, like stars in the night sky, are now turned into these infinite hands forming a closed flower around yourself. You feel sort of trapped but excited at the same time, and you're hoping that you get to bloom shortly.
I'm a bumblebee.
Nashanai's just curled up now, like tightly curled up into himself.
So this lasts for the better part of like 15-20 minutes or so.
Krane is making like buzzing noises.
Vazur, the last thing you see, oh boy, pick. It's gonna be fun. Give me a 1 through 5 number, Vazur.
4.
4. Okay. Good choice. You see a humanoid figure, clad in like a blackened breastplate, and like a sharpened ransuer, or like a ransuer I guess would be the one, almost like a halberd, that seems to be crafted of some form of rock, maybe an obsidian blade or something like that, that matches the sort of black breastplate. In the face is sort of hard to make out, but you see this like dark gray ash skin and this long flowing black hair and these sharpened ears, almost like a goblin type of ear. And you see this ransuer just sharpened to infinity of this obsidian, and a small but seemingly heavy short sword at the side of this person. And you can't really get anything more, but this person seems grumpy, humorless, has a short temper, and when it notices that you're watching it, it freaks out and tries to lunge at you with this ransuer, and it just disappears.
Dude, I like fall backwards, scrambling, trying to get away from it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what is Reinhold doing? Is he still watching over Vazur?
Just watching you all right now. But what is Jalaus doing?
Jalaus did not imbibe, so she's sort of also playing the spiritual guide, in a sense.
Okay.
In fact, she's actually humming quite a beautiful tune that is meant to evoke calm, I would say.
Then I will just be sitting and watching, making sure no one hurts themselves.
I think at some point towards the end there, Krane would go over and just kind of like give Reinhold a nice hug.
Oh, thank you, Krane.
I will say, at some point throughout this trip, you feel a range of emotions. Some of you feel giggly and excited or confused, but at the same time, you might feel a little bit paranoid, anxious, overwhelmed, and you do get a sense of euphoria. I think there is a sense of like this awe of the people and things around you, whether it be your mind rendering them naturally or these extravagant things that I've told you. But there are some mild hallucinations, but nearing the end, like the latter third of this trip, you sort of understand that your mind is not in the best state right now, and you're able to sort of sense it out. And that's where the sort of euphoria comes from, is that sort of middle ground when you're coming down and you feel like everything you touch is gold, and you feel excited, and all this anxiety goes away, and these colors are more vivid, sounds are crisper, objects suddenly make sense to you, these shapes are sharper, time seems a little bit different, and it's exciting to see the world in this way.
I'm about to bloom. I am a flower. Reinhold, I have a wisdom.
Okay.
Krane does have a wisdom.
What would that wisdom be, Krane?
Learn to accept love from the outside.
I will take note of that.
You have been wisdom.
What was that, Nashanai?
I just whispered, I'm gonna brown.
What?
Nashanai just runs away.
Oh boy.
Like the second time in one night.
The soup was delicious, but
Well,
Was it now?
as things wind down, I will offer to walk Jalaus back to her hut.
Yeah, she would definitely thank you and accept for sure.
And then tell her to have a good night. Thank you for coming to play cards with us, and thank you for helping me keep an eye on these three.
She just sort of chuckles and says that, yeah, they seem to be good people. I don't mean to be abrasive to outsiders, but sometimes it's just so fun and we get so few.
It's understandable. But thank you again for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your night.
You as well. Sleep well. If you ever find your way back through, you can be less shy. And she'll just kind of walk off and teleport away or whatever.
Not shy, okay?
So shy.
I've been saying that.
I'm not very adept at prolonged conversation either.
What?
What?
He's still talking to himself.
Is that a wisdom, Nashanai? Should I write that down?
No, I have 16 wisdom.
He's speaking Draconic.
I think you guys need to go to bed.
I will say
I'm
you
just
guys.
gonna sleep right here.
Yeah, you
I don't need
guys
to
are
go
feeling
anywhere.
Other Nashanai go to bed.
Yeah.
I don't need to go anywhere to go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed right here.
Mhm.
Okay, fine. Just sleep then.
The trees are beautiful tonight.
A bit
They're
tired,
not
isn't it?
beautiful with the shriekers next to them.
What
What?
shriekers? You had shriekers? Oh, I'm sorry. Where's Vazur?
Right.
What's
Vazur is
Vazur?
still laying on the ground.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
The obsidian warrior killed me.
Oh, but you came back. That's good. That's a good thing.
Wait, I'm alive?
Yeah.
Cooked macaroni for the king of
Oh, dude. Shut up. It was ravioli.
What?
Sorry, ravioli.
I fucking had a
What
bad
happened?
high.
You
Wait,
made a great
pause.
high.
Pause. I need
was-
this story.
I was young. We were all
Explain.
young. I was what,
Explain.
15?
America,
Off on.
explain.
He just
face
he,
off, yeah.
he had gotten high, of course. And,
We had munchies.
Yep.
What?
It's just weed. We were, what, 15, 16, I want to say?
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. And he was just. I think this was just you and Zach at that point. But,
Yeah. We had Chef Boyardee. No, you were there. You just weren't there to imbibe. You just came over.
Oh, yeah, that's
Because it was
right,
at the
that's right.
Panama house.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Drew had mentioned that he had in fact cooked ravioli for the King of France.
I didn't even know France had a king.
It doesn't.
No, that's true. Yeah,
It
we were
hasn't
eating
for
Chef
quite some
Boyardee.
time.
Then Drew's like sense of time was extremely
Ugh.
skewed. I went into the basement for like probably 30 seconds, and I
If
came
that.
back out.
If that.
And then I came back out. He's like, "Oh my god, you were gone for so long."
Was that Drew or was that me?
I thought it was me. No, I think you remember this because you were there.
There was one point where I had smoked with you guys, and that
Was it in
I
that
thought
house?
yeah, because
Okay.
we were on the back deck.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah. you
Wow,
went down
I
to
just
get
had a
parachutes,
lovely
right?
memory.
The core memory unlock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a dry shit.
Oh my god. Or the Sprite can. I remember the Sprite can. Actually,
I
might have
remember
been
your
the same
cat
thing.
jumping across the couch, and I freaked out because your
Yeah.
cat moved too fast.
I do remember that. Okay. Whew. All right.
Right.
Well, that was our weed break.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah, straight edge.
Well, no.
Nah,
You
yeah,
guys
I know.
watched Face Off without me.
That was at my house, and that was
That was
a
at your
time.
house. You were there.
Yeah, I think I was asleep normally.
Yeah, that's true. All right. It is about. I'll say you guys slept in a little bit. It's about 7 in the morning. That's a nice 9 hours of sleep. It is the 25th of Prax. Merry. It's not Christmas, but
Praxmas.
Maximus.
Praxmas. This would actually be the.
Abandon the campaign.
You know, this is probably 1, 2, 3. Oh, you guys are 3 days after Thanksgiving. So I don't know how you guys
Praxgiving?
celebrated. Yeah, Praxgiving. But you guys awake to the sounds of the swamp around you. It's very humid today, and it's odd for this time of this time of the year, in sort of that mid to late fall. Actually, probably mid fall. But you wake up. It's pretty humid. Yeah, I'd say the 3 who imbibed. You guys, your heads are pounding.
Krane, this is
Mhm.
I don't know if Krane is totally out of it. He's not
a little bit of a tolerant boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
he's done this a few times.
I can buy that. Yeah, I would say I was actually thinking about this. I would
Oh, come on! I'm trying to edit my
Oh.
mushroom bag.
here. Don't worry, I'll hide it. Boom, can't see.
How do I edit my mushroom bag?
The button if you right click, I think, and then you'll have an edit
Oh, there
option.
it is.
Yeah.
Why am I so
I
bad
was
at this?
actually thinking Krane might have started his journey with whatever substances he takes by going through Papa Haditch's stores or something. Who knows?
I like to think he learned from Papa Haditch,
And he's like, I can do better than this. Yeah.
but his mom may have disapproved a
Mhm.
little bit.
Yeah, Vazur's doing the old. All right. And one of the lizard folk, one of your kin, Vazur, kind of sees this. He's like, "Oh, we drink out of that water."
I'm sorry.
And they
Vazur,
actually
you gotta.
have
Oh,
mats or
Vazur,
something.
you gotta try this. If that's how you're feeling, you gotta try this remedy.
Oh, chicken soup for the soul.
I'd be willing to try anything.
Okay,
Also do magic.
or sure, you can try the magic if you want. I guess I don't know. I'm not your boss.
That's true. It's up to you, Vazur.
What is this remedy that you are describing or providing?
Krane will offer one of the dwarven potions.
Shit. Okay. Oh yeah, feel free to take any long rests if you guys so choose.
It's already
Does
been done.
Vazur take the dwarven potion?
What does the dwarven potion do again?
I think it's different based on your race.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't remember what it did for orcs, but
It made like your thoughts be out loud, basically, I think.
Oh, that's right.
Did
You
it?
hear my
I don't even
thoughts.
remember. Oh, that's true.
You promise this will make me feel better?
Yeah.
I mean,
Vazur wouldn't insight check, so
Mm-hmm.
Vazur will drink the potion.
Alright. There you go. I'll take one out then.
Alrighty. Let me pull it up here.
Quantity. Down to
I'm
2.
actually gonna... Here, let me... private GM roll this. Let's see what happens here. I don't like that one, but it's cool.
Oh no.
Okay, this one's kind of cool, but I'll just do one more just in case. Alright. Nice. I
Oh,
love it.
rolls are final until I decide they're not final.
Yes, you're damn
See,
right.
the rules have already been put down. We already knew this was gonna happen.
Oh, it's funny. I actually rolled the one I used before. You get a single wish spell, except what happens is the exact opposite. I can't use that one. That's okay. So Vazur,
here.
okay. You don't have like webbed feet, but you have like these like long sort of. God, they're almost like. What's the word? Like talons, almost.
I would say talons, yeah.
Yeah. But being around this wet and watery environment, you feel like you're sort of sticking to the surface for a moment, and you look down, and you see these small webs that are on the bottom of your feet, and you're sort of standing on like a patch of mud, but it's not feeling bad. Like it feels like you're sticking to the surface, almost like you have glue. Like this is not difficult terrain, in other words. And on top of that, you got a bit of a weird one here. There is a sort of taste of like cherries, and like a sorbet or something. And while you were drinking this potion and you sort of let it sit with you for a moment, your headache goes away. You don't feel nauseous. All these like negative conditions are gone.
That's great.
Your health, you're restored to full. And I'm trying to think, when was the last time Vazur suffered like a big injury? Do you recall? Like a hard hit or something?
It would probably have been like a life-threatening one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely like on a hunt or something, facing a...
Well, I was thinking more like, do you recall in combat one recent? Because I know of one, kind of.
No, I can't think of anything. Okay.
So the one that I was remembering was the, when you guys were actually on the boat going to Ashfall, and you encountered whatever sea monster or whatever it was. You were one of the ones hit by chain lightning, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And it sort of left a discoloration, I'd say, somewhere in your skin. And not so much scar, maybe a little bit, but mostly discoloration. That is now back to normal. It seems that whatever regenerative property that it had went super hard and did work.
Wow, Krane, you weren't kidding. I feel fantastic. I mean, I even look less better for wear.
You look a little greener, I think.
Yeah.
In like
that's
a
great.
good way.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Which is usually a bad
feel a
thing.
little funny, though.
You feel funny?
My feet. They
Oh, your
feel
feet.
a little sticky.
I mean, there's side effects with everything.
I mean, you're not wrong. But thank you.
You're welcome.
Drew, can I
Yep.
you said that my head is pounding, right?
Yeah, it's rough.
Can I use the physician's touch to sort of get back at him?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say that that gets rid of, well, if it gets rid of like poison, right?
It does.
Okay, I'd say that's like the closest thing, maybe. So yeah, absolutely.
What happened?
I used my healing ability to get rid of my hangover.
Oh, I was just gonna use Lesser Restoration, but all right.
I mean, it's a key point for me, a spell slot for you.
True.
Loving it.
True.
Okay. So, what is your guys' move?
Well, I think we should start heading back towards Port Principe,
Yeah.
and then from there, track down Umbra, help her, and after that, Dunmuldir.
I think it's a good idea.
Yes, absolutely.
Do we
Okay.
know anyone that Embra knows?
Not
We know
A one.
the High Zalburn, and Embra also knows the High Zalburn.
That is
That's
true.
fair. Do you think the Izalburn would be able to help us track her?
Yeah, he's like mega powerful.
Oh wait, perhaps Blue could just do that since Embra is also connected to him. Or them.
We'll have to wait 6 more days.
Mm-hmm. I think 5 more now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, sorry, 5.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, one thing you're actually, Nashanai, you're not really noticing it until now. The High Zobrin did not get back to you last night.
Oh,
And you trip balls too.
That would have been great.
I don't recall.
That's like being on call and getting plastered.
That's fair.
Oh, I'm sorry. You mean my free time was fucked up by your technicalities? Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, being on call, kind of not your free
Yeah,
time.
I know. It sucks.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm gonna do here is yank you guys all over to the world map.
Brother, my job is getting fucked up, and brother, I'm on duty.
And we can pretty much, I would say, I'm not going to toss anything at you guys because I want us to progress.
Yeah, we've been kind of.
What I will
Bogging
say,
down.
well, I don't mind long conversations. I just mean for you guys. Like I can do this shit
Oh.
all the time. On foot, this travel, even to just like Falcon Crest, would be 7 days. So remember, my weeks are 6-day weeks. This would be over a week to get to Falcon Crest. About a week and a half to get to Port Principe if you guys are walking. Now, to my knowledge, obviously, you guys don't have any animals, right?
Right.
And there really isn't a sea route down here. In fact, you guys had to sort of pay for them to kind of overshoot this area where they normally stop, just to drop you guys off, like, on the coastline over here. Actually, right here, where Nashanai almost died.
True. That's accurate. He almost drowned because he
Uh,
can't swim. Because
Yeah.
he
I guess we
don't.
have to hoof it then.
So here's what I'm gonna do. It would take you 9 days normally to get to Port Principe.
9?
9? It would take you no days. So I am going to propose something to you guys. Perhaps a skill challenge of sorts. And I will say you guys, this will be an easy one. You guys would need 3 successes before getting 3 failures. So for each of you, in a skill that you are proficient in fact, if it'll make it easier for you guys, I'll just put you guys left to right here. Sorry, Scales. Can't help. But if this helps to look at your character... Actually, I think if you just hit C, it opens your character sheet no matter what as well.
You do?
But using a skill that you are proficient in, how would you use that and describe it to me to cut down the time of your travel? Or if it's not cutting down the time of your travel, how are you like lightening the load of your day for like a morale boost or something?
I got one.
Sure.
I would like to use athletics, try and stay in the front and kind of clear a path.
Mhm.
Using my bulkier and more athletic frame
Yeah,
to do so.
easy enough. I'll say if you I'll say the DC for this is 13. However, if you get like a 23, like if you beat it by 10, I'll count it as 2 successes.
Okay. I'll roll it right now then.
Beautiful.
Oh, man.
Close. All right, so 1 success and no failures. Anybody else? Also, Reinhold, you can do another skill. It just has to be one that you're proficient in and not the same one.
Gotcha.
Any potentially aggressive wildlife that we may or may not encounter,
Mhm.
could I try to use stealth to have us avoid unnecessary encounters?
Let's see. I'm going to combine this a little bit. I'm going to say roll perception for like having the keen eye, but stealth would be like teaching the other, or not teaching the others, but guiding the others as you guys want to keep moving.
Would it be combined with someone? Because I actually don't have proficiency.
Well, I'm not saying. Sorry, the way I'm combining it is you are the one who's tasked with like viewing, like watching for these threats, right? So you can carve the path through. You don't have to be proficient in that to do it, because the one that's going to determine the skill check is the one you're proficient in. The other one is just like a caveat.
Okay.
that
Krane
I'm
has
adding.
perception. Krane can perceive things.
Reinhold also has perception.
Look at you guys.
Okay. So
You guys can see a lot of.
So
Well,
I
Krane-
do perception and then stealth.
If you want, or Krane, because he is trained. If he
Yeah,
wants
I'll,
to do the viewing and then give you signals and whatnot of where any like wild birds are or something, or hostile.
Well, okay.
Krane.
Okay.
There's a bug in my eye.
You guys are not sure if that's a failure or not. Nashanai, you're going to have to do a stealth regardless, though.
This one. Click.
Okay. That would be or no, I'm sorry. Hold on. I didn't set a DC. Well, because of
Two
Cranes, I was
successes.
because of Cranes, I was actually going to set the DC at 15.
Oh, come on.
You
You said that after the fact, so it doesn't count.
I did say that after the fact. Vazur, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking a history check to remember talk or lore of any like shortcuts through the mountainous areas, or maybe
Sure.
along the coastline or anything like that.
Shortcuts, old trade routes, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. I'm going to say 16 for this. Oof.
Oof. Flash of Genius.
Does
that work for this?
I don't know. Well, it's funny because it's a reaction. Unfortunately, not for
I
this.
think I can remember. Wait, I remember.
Vazur, you only get a few times a day. Unfortunately, that would not work.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, for this, because these mountains here are just so vast, unfortunately, there's not going to be anything to do there. Like over here, yeah, you might have a chance, but even then, you're already so close to just a straight shot.
Okay, I have, I think, one.
Please.
It might be kind of a mixed one here.
Mhm.
Could I use religion, whether or not somebody believes me, but just religion, to kind of do like almost ask for a blessing of like guidance from Tosh, and then wait, listen, and then if somebody doesn't seem like they're on board with it, I can just use persuasion.
Ooh.
Believe in your god.
Persuade your god to guidance you.
I like it.
Like if Krane was like, it's a crock, and I'm like, listen, this is for the people who don't think it's a crock.
I like it. What I would say is that the person who would make a difference is the one you're rolling a religion for.
What do you mean?
Well, it's more what's the word? It's not altruistic if you use religion. Anything else probably is. Does
I'm
that
not
make
sure
sense?
what you mean, but I'll accept the answer.
Eric, does that make sense? You're a philosopher.
Are you talking about like as a morale booster, like using your own religion isn't like
Well, I think his
altruistic.
correct me if I'm wrong. I might have used that wrong. In his original idea, I think you're trying to, Reinhold, if I'm not mistaken, you're trying to ask for like a blessing, like a fleet of foot bonus for like the next couple days or whatever.
No, not even just that. Just purely as I know more than likely Tosh isn't going to be like, oh yeah, here you go. Here's the best way to get there. This is more of like there is someone watching over us. He will guide us on the path.
Oh,
Yeah, that's kind of a morale boosty sort of thing. I see that.
That's kind of what I was going for.
You
It's
know
not
what,
necessarily like I
I
expect
think
an
you
extra
could just do
bonus.
persuasion with
yeah,
that one.
because you
Yeah.
believe it. Yeah, because you believe it, I'd say it's persuasion. Whether or not they believe you is less on the table as your persuasion is. I'm gonna say.
Okay. I was
I'm
just
gonna
trying
say
to
this is
get
a
religion in there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is a 14.
I think I
Okay,
got that.
that's 2 successes. Okay,
So we're up
so
to 3.
Maximum
success.
over
I
success.
think you guys are actually at 4, so that's good.
Yes.
So instead of getting there in the and let me just instead of getting there in the 9 days, I would say you guys get there in 7, so just over a week. That being said, I'm going to offer this to you. By the here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 5th day, you have a commune with Blue. You can forgo that commune if you just want to get a teleport to him and save the 2 days. It's up to you guys.
I think we should just get home and then figure stuff out from.
Yeah, I think we should just get home and figure stuff out first.
Wait, there's some sort of what was this about teleport?
I'm saying you can forgo this commune that you have available on the 5th day to just use it as a teleport from Blue, because he'll have the means some way or another.
No. We shouldn't waste it. We should just get home.
Oh,
Yeah, let's
are you
get home
saying
and
that? Are you saying that instead of making it in 7 days, we can shorten it further to 5?
Yeah, so, well, if you choose to, I mean, you're going to forgo a commune and you won't be able to use it for a week, but you'll get
No, we
home
need
on the 30th instead of the 2nd.
Now,
We need the commune to figure out where Ember is, basically.
okay, but hold on a second. I want to make sure that I understand this right. So, by doing this, we don't get to ask Blue any questions. Then we're just getting ourselves 2
Correct.
days ahead.
Yep, and that's purely
Okay, no, I don't want that.
that's purely for me to save time tonight. That's all.
Yeah, I don't want that either.
Okay.
No time saving.
Because you guys
take
did a
the
lot of time saving with your skill checks. That's
Right.
fine. Okay. So any objections?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
You guys are now
I
on
don't
these...
object to the idea I had.
Nashanai, big news. Only 4 weeks until you have to reveal your true self.
Don't remind people.
Well,
I
it's
really-
already marked for everybody to see.
I
Well, hold
literally-
on. I'm just saying, ultimately we have to keep our own notes, but we don't have to remind people about stuff.
It's in the
it's in the
calendar.
calendar.
We're already in the month of
I'm leaving on
Zishan.
Christmas, guys. I'm very sorry.
You're leaving on Boxing Day. That's even worse.
No, I'm leaving the night before, so I don't have to tell people stuff.
You're the worst
Position.
type of person.
Yeah. It's not contractually obligated.
You're going to get cigarettes, right? And you'll be
I'm gonna
back
go
soon.
get fantasy milk.
Fantasy milk. Okay. You guys have been
Regular
fun,
milk.
but deleted. All right. Let's just recenter here. Okay. You guys make it home to Port Principe. That being said, I think you guys would like to go to the house.
I know at least one of us does.
I want to go home. I want to go home.
We'll
I'm just
go-
not
we'll go-
condemned. It's-
Alrighty. Let's get us over here.
I need to see my hat.
The Morel estate here.
It's such a pretty map.
Yes, it is.
On the 4th
Alrighty.
day of travel, you're telling me a shrimp fried that rice?
Okay, dude.
Permission to
that's-
kill Nashanai.
I
You're
don't
telling me he
know if,
polymorphed into a pickle?
funniest shit I've ever seen.
Funniest ballad I have ever experienced.
How do you experience a ballad? You sing it.
Oh, don't ask.
If you
You
feel it,
sing.
dog,
You sing ballads.
think about it.
Alrighty. Let's go ahead and activate the old scene here.
All right, we're back. Hopefully the serving people have kept it clean.
Oh wow.
That's
Permission to punch Nashanai.
Peasants behave themselves.
Peasants. You're in the presence of nobility, Reinhold.
How dare you?
Oh,
Uh,
I
How
ran
dare
into
they
the
not
door.
bow?
I ran into the door.
so I'm gonna say this is quite a calm.
Oh, who's that? That
It's
There's a-
Chun. It's Chun.
there's a child in our lobby.
Lobby?
It's good to see you again.
Oh, you
We're
guys
home.
are back so soon. You guys, as you're approaching, you guys hear the thwack of like, what you can only assume to be blades or maybe arrows hitting like a target in the very back. You see, Valros is kind of just chilling. I'd say, I don't know, maybe he's doing taxes or something. And Jasmine would be, doing Jasmine-y type things.
Nashanai, close the door.
Well, as the one time you guys noticed, actually, Brianna was coming up from behind carrying a basket of laundry, and she's like, "Oh, hi, welcome back," and she'll head inside. Let me get some peaceful music.
Is the fridge full? Is it stocked? I'm hungry.
What's a
I think
fridge?
you might have more of a pantry, but yes. Do you guys recall what you guys are paying everybody? Because I do.
I actually have
just
notes about it.
I was just gonna ask Valros, how are we doing on money and payments?
Well, Valros will say, "Well, it hasn't been a month yet, so you're doing fine." But
Oh.
no, they're earning their coin.
Excellent.
Wait, does that mean a lot of people have tried to rob us?
No, it just means they've been helping out in other ways while not being robbed. I've missed that charm.
Lilia gets 15 gold a month, and Brianna gets 10 gold a month.
Well done.
Thank you.
I may have also written that down. Possibly. I have not written that down.
You'll be
What,
all right.
So it's been 7 days then total?
It has been 7 days, and one thing we can discuss, if you would like, at some point the High Zabran will get back to you, but we can streamline that conversation, and I don't think it'll change anything.
So what's the date now then?
Right now, the date is, I think, the 2nd of Zashan, if I recall. Yeah, 2nd of Zashan.
Oh boy, how do you spell Zashan?
Z-E.
On the calendar, come on.
That is true.
I can't open the calendar while I've got
Other stuff.
my notes open.
Z-E-S-H-A-A-N. Zashan. But yeah, you guys are, back where you belong and such. Vazur goes straight to the pool house. Love it.
I miss this place, Scales.
I
I'd like to think Scales is on his back. Like,
Oh, yeah. Attempting to get a tan on his metal self.
yeah.
Krane Lilia sees you as she is striking a target and morning, Krane. Welcome back.
Oh, good morning.
How have you been?
Person I hired.
That is true.
We are doing great. I have a cursed coin.
It's not what I thought you'd lead with, but, well, that is the plight of the adventurer.
That is so true. Has anyone tried to break into the house?
No thanks to me. Imposing presence and all.
Yes, you do.
Actually, you know what? Everybody's been pretty friendly.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it.
Got a couple stray house cats. I don't really shoo them away, but I'll leave any scraps out, any food that's almost going bad for them. Guess that's the least I can do.
Well, that's nice. Are there any chipmunks or squirrels?
Oh, sure, a few.
Okay, that's good. How's the garden?
I don't do much of it. Jasmine seems to have the green thumb, but seems all right.
Jasmine. I need to talk to Jasmine about the garden.
Yeah,
Have we had any visitors?
Not really. Nothing out of the ordinary. I don't know if
Hey.
you're expecting any packages or anything.
Maybe. We'll have to see. Carry on. Oh, nice.
The garden is very verdant. It seems to be doing quite well.
Good garden. We need more fruits and veggies in our garden. Crane's gonna jump into the pool.
Sure.
Isn't this wonderful, Krane?
It's so refreshing.
Why do we even adventure?
Because we need money to make up for all the things that this cost.
Yeah, good point. And we have a kind of a moral obligation to figure out all this red nonsense. And help the Blue Mouse. Yeah, no, never mind, I take that back. But it is nice for the moment we have.
Got a pool. Hey, don't forget your sunscreen.
Okay, so
Are
day one.
Nashanai and Reinhold doing anything?
I was just about to ask, but day one back at home, everything is calm. No fires. Great. We love that. Is there anything aside from just sort of taking this moment of respite after a long time on the road to relax? Or is there anything else you guys want to do? Any conversations to be had? Any places in the city you want to venture to?
I did want to discuss some things with Valros
Sure.
briefly. Valros, how are things holding up here financially and otherwise?
We're fine here. Not a lot of upkeep. Seems to be a good home. She seems to be doing pretty well. Let's see. On top of that, last time when you guys told me to speak to High Zalbern, he seemed a little bit high-strung, but I don't know. He gets stressed sometimes. I can only imagine. Yes?
Did this stress seem out of the ordinary for him, or was it?
Not necessarily. I think he's sort of a workaholic in a sense. But no, I don't think really out of the ordinary. Maybe just, I don't know if he's feeling pressure or I know around this time of year they do sort of reviews of employees and whatnot. And he's always been the more of the flamboyant bunch among the faculty. Just passionate, I guess.
Any issues with any local criminal areas, syndicates?
No, the city guard seems to be doing pretty well. Even really not a whole bunch of loud noises. This part of the city, no drunken bullshit, which is nice. I had to sort of get used to that after being lulled to sleep in the Palisade over a bunch of bullshit like that. But no, it's quite peaceful. You guys landed a good plot here.
I'm sorry to grill you so much with all these questions, but any strange sightings, any figures lurking about, anything like that?
Well, do you... Embra, I think her brother brought her here, but he never let us see her.
Did they leave already then, I take it?
Yes, but they're, as far as I know, close by. That was only 4 or 5 days ago now. You ever met that guy?
Did I?
No, you've never met Embra's any member of Embra's family.
Oh, okay. No, I have not.
That dude is big as shit. He's like
Really?
he's like the shape of you, but without armor.
Oh. Wow, that's a big fella.
I'm in love with the shape of you.
What was he? Did he say what he was doing here?
He was I think he was a little miffed maybe. I told him about you guys, and well, I don't know, maybe he was expecting you guys, I'm not sure. But he knew what questions to ask to make sure he was in the right place. Like I said, he was he mentioned that he was related to Embra, and he said sort of acquaintances to you guys, but I suspected that he was kind of telling a white lie there. He seemed in, I don't know. It was weird. He dressed nice, but he seemed in dire straits. He was almost guilty about asking if he could stay here for a minute, but Lilia and Brianna, they were able to bunk together for a bit while he took one of the small guest houses. Kind of kept to himself, just really used whatever he had on him. But we went in after he left, sort of in the dead of night, and had to clean up some messes. Looks like maybe he was patching a wound or something in there.
Did he seem injured while he was here?
A little bruised. Maybe a spare cut here and there, but a fellow that big, I don't know what the hell he gets up to.
And you didn't see Ember either.
No, but I sort of suspected as much. I could see more than one silhouette moving at a time. He seemed like maybe he was arguing for a moment. Maybe every other night. They were only here for, actually, it might have been only 3 days, if I recall. Now it's, I don't know what disagreement might have been, but wasn't exactly a lot of friendly conversation.
Anything else strange?
No strange visitors, really. No packages. No, it's just a hell of a good change for me and my family.
Well, good. Well, I'll leave you to your business here. I'm gonna. Which guest house did they stay in? Did you already clean it?
I did, yeah. They stayed at the one on the west side of the complex.
All right, I'll go check it out, but I'll let you keep doing what you're doing here.
Sure. Yeah, it actually seemed that he was maybe helping Jasmine with some stuff earlier. He's gonna go back to.
Reinhold,
Hey, Krane.
it's good to be at the house.
Well, don't get too comfortable.
Love
Why?
the Mets, baby.
Oh, we might have to head back out again.
Why?
Oh, you know, news, things to do, world's in danger,
The world's always in danger.
and that's why it's our job to help.
Why is it our job? We don't own the whole world.
You see Reinhold sort of trail off a little bit as he goes into the guest house.
Reinhold? Oh, have we had guests? Did they pay? Are we making money?
I'm not gonna like turn over the room like a cop would, but I am gonna look through the room pretty thoroughly.
Yeah. I like how we're all
Give me
playing
a-
D&D, but Krane is playing. Well, he doesn't know he's playing D&D, but he's also playing The Sims.
Yeah.
Krane is playing like one of those idle tycoon games.
Oh, sure.
Cookie clicker kind of deal.
Yeah.
That's right. So as you're going into the guest house, You notice that this seems to be Lilia's room. It's you can see the scratches of where she puts down like pieces of her armor and like sharpened edges of where her like sort of the metal of the shield sort of hits and kind of gets scratched. But the one thing you notice is, yes, there is some discoloration like around the bed where it's been cleaned, but you have a pretty keen eye and you're able to suss it out, especially knowing that something was there. And you're not sure exactly what that tells you. But you're pretty confident that Valros is telling the truth about this.
Oh yeah, that wasn't a doubt in my mind. I just wanted to look for any notes left behind or anything like that.
No, nothing that you can see.
Might have missed. Okay. Well, I'll put everything back where I found it and head back out.
Okay.
No, open the door.
Oh, I think you were just on a little half square. There you go.
Yeah.
So, did we have guests over? And did they pay us? Did they leave something
yes.
behind?
Yes, we had guests. No, they did not pay us.
Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna have to talk to Valros about that one.
Well, I feel like there's an
Making
excuse
money.
given that it was Embra's brother.
Say what now?
Embra's brother stopped by, I think 4 or 5 days ago now. And from the sound of it, he had Embra with him.
Wow. That's something.
It is, which is why I wanted to check the room.
How did they? Okay. Huh.
I'm gonna go speak with Varos again real quick.
Sure.
I mean, I'm not against charging Embra's brother to stay here.
Jeez, you channeling your inner Gregor there?
Oh boy, that's a good one.
Varos.
Yeah. What's going
Sorry
on?
to interrupt again.
Yeah.
Did Embra or her brother leave anything behind? Maybe a note or anything about where they'd be going?
Oh, no. I mean, last I talked to him, he didn't really seem like he was anxious on leaving town. Honestly, I was surprised he even left the room at all. It seemed to me he was laying low.
And he didn't mention where he might be going?
Not explicitly. If I recall correctly, I don't think even Ember really knew a bunch about the city here. So I don't know if maybe there's a familial place or something, but yeah, no, unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure on that front.
All right. Thank you again, Valros.
Yeah.
Hey, Valros.
Hey, Krane. What's going on?
Have we had any visitors besides Embra's brother and maybe Embra? And did we get any mail? And have we had any paying customers?
No mail, unfortunately, yet. Although, actually, you know what? That might be a good thing. No, nothing on that front. I didn't exactly... Well, I was kind of curious. Next time you guys leave, do you want us to, like, advertise that you have rooms available?
I mean, yeah, maybe. But I mean, well, like, I think we can always be hosting some sort of guest because we have space.
Oh no, of course. I mean, I could move the ladies into the house and in one of the spare rooms. That's never a problem. I wouldn't trust any guests inside the main home.
Yeah, I agree. Krane is nodding like he understands all of the business decisions.
Yep.
Yes.
Krane, if I could offer some advice.
Yes.
If you are looking into making a bed and breakfast sort of experience, perhaps it'd be long-term wise, worth looking into the nearby properties, buying
Ooh.
the homes there, and not to not to dismiss any history behind them or anything, but possibly demolishing them and building similar small guest houses. Maybe have sort of a bed and breakfast village.
I like your thinking there, Reinhold, but I think first we need to prove our concept here before we expand.
Oh, agreed. I'm just saying, long term, it's a thought that might be worth looking into.
Yes, I agree. And then maybe we can have an addition to the back of the house.
We can have an addition. I think the courtyard provides enough room for at least maybe one or two more small guest houses.
Nope. Map maker says no, but I like the idea. Sorry.
Okay, map maker says no.
What
Appreciate
if we
the offer.
put a nice big fruit and vegetable garden out front?
Like a really complex, very meticulously designed fruit and vegetable garden.
Yes, with there's like a little mini orchard, and then you have all your vegetables, and,
Multi-tiered.
with like different signs that specify what vegetable goes where and stuff.
Mhm.
And there's like a little
Ooh.
wheelbarrow and a watering can.
Get like a Garden of Babylon sort of thing.
I don't know where that is, but yes.
I don't know, some ancient city somewhere.
Yeah, who knows?
Mhm. Yeah, and then we'll hire a
Incredible.
gardener and build a little gardener house for the gardener next to the garden.
Sounds like a
Well,
fine idea.
regardless, I'm going to start inquiring around about Embra, her brother. Valros, is there any other description or notable things about her brother that might help?
Yeah, no, he'll describe him. Yeah, like you said, built fucking big. Had a big ass axe with him. I mean, wore pretty much, nice cloths, I guess. For his size, there was, I'd say, maybe tattoos, sort of around his, sort of like upper arms, a little bit. Not much of his skin was exposed at the time, so it's hard to tell. When he was here, I think the hair was sort of braided. It was a bit orange, kind of similar to Embra.
It's her brother. Come on, Bellows.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Just fucking big Embra look-alike, kind of.
Embra is Embra a tiefling or a fire genasi? I'm mixing characters.
Fire Genasi.
Okay. Also a fire genasi, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. Big guy, tattoos where again? Around his neck?
I thought
tattoos?
so, maybe, but it could just be, I don't know, extra glow from their kind, you know? Definitely won't fucking miss him, that's for sure.
Like Alston.
I'll have to take your word for it.
He's our friend who got me the house.
Oh. Well, that's a stroke of luck. Well, nice to have friends like that, I guess.
Yeah, all you gotta do is steal for him.
Krane,
I
would
think
go
I've lost the
go
plot
around.
here.
Yeah, I wouldn't go around mentioning that to a lot of people, Krane.
Do you want me to lie about stealing?
No, I don't want you to get in trouble about stealing.
We didn't get in trouble.
No, but if you keep telling every person you meet that you did it, then you might.
I don't tell everybody we meet. I don't think we told Jalaus.
Well, you know what? Let me get here real quick. I want to see my little boy. You know?
There it comes.
Okay.
Oh, dang it. Who left the door open? That was me.
Actually, I came in after you, so that was my fault.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay. What do we got here?
Well, while you're doing that, Drew,
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak to Nashanai.
Yeah, please do.
you
Nashanai?
guys speak to Nashanai or the Nashanai?
Sorry,
Yeah.
the Nashanai.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, Reinhold, what's up?
I have a lead on Embra.
Oh, excellent. Tell me. And
Um,
sit if you would like.
I don't plan on staying long, and you're welcome to join me if you want, but apparently Embra's brother was here, and while we don't have any visual confirmation on Embra herself, it's pretty obvious that she was here as well.
Excellent. We just need to figure out where they left from here and then go find them.
Well, Varos doesn't think they went very far, so I was going to start asking around the city. And you're obviously welcome to join me, or we can split off, or you can stay here. I'm just letting you know.
I'll help you in your search.
All right. Well, then I'm going to go let Vazur know and see what he wants to do.
Valros will try and recreate, because he has some proficiencies in, like, performance, and he's kind of creative and artsy, so he'll try and recreate some stuff here. Let's see. He'll grab, like, painter's tools or something. Okay, well, that's not bad. Let's see, would he... Yeah, fuck it, he hasn't cast a spell in a while. We'll give himself advantage on that. See how he does. Okay, bit better. Eventually he will come back with a portrait that he pumped some magic into. Let me see here. This is kind of what he just does, like a bust sort of shot. That's what he would come up with.
That man is scary.
Varos,
Oh,
are you making
Good
art for the house?
God, Jesus Christ.
It's like, this is just a rough draft, though.
Was that...
Varos,
I'm sorry,
if
was
you're
that
making
bad?
art for the house,
No,
I
he's
mean,
scary
no.
as shit.
No, just helping.
I prefer you make other art if you're gonna hang it up in the house. But
Reinhold,
No, I
this man
didn't
can
mean-
bench you. And I'd let him.
Okay, well, Valros, could I borrow that?
Yeah, I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you. Alright, here's the skinny Vazur.
What's the skinny?
Nobody. But anyway, Embra's brother was here, and I'm fairly certain that Embra was here with him.
Oh, I'm glad she's okay.
Well, I don't know that yet, but Valros thinks they can't be far. They were only here 4 or 5 days ago, and I plan on asking around in the city. Nashanai is also going to assist me with that. I just wanted to know whether or not you'd be doing the same, or if you wanted to stay here.
Sure, I'll come along.
Good. Very good.
What's with the laugh?
Oh, nothing.
he's secretly going to betray us all.
Who?
Oh, Krane, I forgot to
This
ask.
guy?
Are you going to be joining us for this search for Embra, or are you going to be staying here for a little bit?
How long do you think it's gonna take?
Have you ever heard the expression needle in a haystack?
Why would you keep your needles in a haystack? That's a terrible place for them.
Valros will say, it's a pretty big fucking needle, Reinhold.
I understand, but there's also a lot of people in the city.
The guy is built like the house we stay in.
I'm just saying, he may not be in the city anymore. He may still be in the city. But without any more concrete evidence, we don't know where to start looking.
Could be like finding a sword in a haystack.
Okay, well, it's a really big haystack, and we're still looking for a sword.
I mean, I feel like at that point it would probably be at the bottom. Swords are heavy.
All you gotta do is burn the haystack, and the sword will be what's left.
Well, no, it's actually a really good analogy because he's like made of fire, so he wouldn't be hurt by it.
So you're saying
Oh,
we burn the
yeah.
entire city down, and the only two people left alive will be Embra and
Yeah.
her brother?
The ones with fire resistance? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's a
don't want
terrible
to be a
idea.
part of this
Foolproof plan.
conversation anymore.
That's a terrible idea. Krane, are you helping us look or not?
Maybe. Can we bring Chan?
That's not my child. I don't make decisions for him.
Listen, I do trust you all with not only the safety of myself, but also my family. That being said, I'm not sure I exactly approve of that. Just because, there was only really one sentence between burning the entire city down to find your friends and taking my son out. We'll get there one day.
I'd like to point out that was Crane's idea, not mine.
Oh, I'm not keeping score. I think you're all equally funny.
Fair.
You think I'm funny?
Do I look funny to you?
Nashanai, I'm going to be honest, I did not see you over there. Holy
Brute in the corner. I was kind of sad Nash and I didn't see me stand behind and making faces in the window for a while.
So anyone going out to try and investigate and search for the illustrious individual known as Phoenix or Embra, this is going to be an investigation check.
Everybody make one, or
Whoever's going.
okay.
I assume we'd split off to cover more ground.
Yeah.
By that.
All right, gang, let's split up.
Oh, that was so
Krane
close.
only
Krane, you
looks
can
at the
roll.
neighbors' houses, and that is it.
Crane's like, well, she knows
roll
this
a one.
place. She must be nearby.
Krane looks at the neighbors, and then he asks how much it would be to buy their house, and then he's done.
Oh, yeah. Nice. I like that. Yeah, that one should be in like a persuasion check. Okay. Long story short, you guys at some point will reconnect with Embra and Phoenix.
Cool.
I will have to discuss a little bit, not much, but a little bit of a noodly bit with
Noodle.
Temmie as we get her reintegrated into the sessions. However, she will be joining you guys on the next chapter of the journey here.
Cool.
Yeah.
That being said, I can get her and well, I'll decide this a little bit. No matter what, she will be with you guys when you guys get to Dunmuldir. There is going to be some information that I have to relate to her so that she can relate to you guys a little bit and sort of play her part in this narrative. So aside from little bookkeeping stuff here and there about like if you guys want to sell stuff at a shop in town or stuff like that, I mean, really not much time has passed. It's been probably 10 days-ish. But if you guys want to do any of that stuff, you're free to do that. That's stuff we can do tonight. However, aside from stuff like that, there's not going to be much more. I will say, I think Eric and Temmie, you guys have plans for the next 2 weeks, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I was just looking at the calendar. I think the next time we play is actually going to be the last day of the month, so April 30th.
Oh, it's reverse April Fool's Day.
Yeah, that's true. If you guys want to do something else, if you still want to do like a Saturday hangout, we could try and do something like that. But we won't have the full group, the full kit and caboodle, until the 30th.
Unacceptable.
I'm
Yeah,
sad.
sorry.
No, you're good, dude. I'm sure Emily will have a ball with that because she's been missing me Saturday night sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next Saturday we're actually going to Indiana of all states.
It's true.
For why?
Ew.
There's one of those those Comic Cons going on.
I was gonna say, and I don't know if this was in the cards, but if we could do something Friday, that was my other alternative.
Friday, we're leaving Friday morning.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I know that con shit.
Yeah, one of her bucket list items is actually to meet a couple of people from Star Trek: The Next Generation, and a lot of them are
cool.
going to be there.
Is it Riker and the guy who played Worf and the guy who played Data?
Just so I can, sorry to interject one more time. Is there anything like little bookkeeping stuff that you guys want to do here, or
I wanted to do is gambling legal in Port Principe?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have any like system set up, but I'm sure it would just be rolled to a couple checks.
Seeing how well I did in Bogton, I actually wanted to try my hand at a little bit of gambling.
I'll probably do that off screen, and then we'll just add or subtract.
That's fine by me.
Anybody else?
Krane would like to try and acquire some more mushrooms.
Yep. Always a goal.
I am fine.
Okay. Vazur, what about yourself?
I think I'm okay.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get something written up, maybe a little bit of dialogue from Phoenix. And I'll probably, once I get that done, I'll probably, just because we're going to have a break for a bit, I'm going to get maybe Temmie's input on that. And like I said, I still got to talk to her about giving her some information, making all the narrative stuff sort of fit back into place. And then we'll go from there, if that sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Hands in, everyone.
You can't see my hands.
True.
What
I
are
can
they
feel
in?
it.
Yes.
No, I'm not putting my hand in.